Dzień dobry. Witam, o zdróweczko pytam. Czy to działa? Halo, czy mnie słychać? Halo. 26. Ostatnia niedziela. Ostatnia niedziela tego miesiąca. La. Witam. Ale mi strasznie sterczą te boczki już. To o. Do fryzjera trzeba by iść, co? Zarośnięty jestem strasznie. Co tam się działo ostatnio? O! Kurde. Czy jest kiereczkowanie przy gawie? What? Dokładnie tak. Robimy przegląd i później idziemy sinować. Z ważnych rzeczy jest super promka na Epiku. 33% zniżki na wszystko, a później 10% zwrotu. Więc spora obniżka. Bardzo spora obniżka. Na poziom 40% łącznie. Literówkę machnąłeś w tytule. Ciekawe jest to, że w sobie G jest dosyć daleko od K, więc tam coś musiało, wiesz, tam musiało coś bardziej nie podziałać, wiesz, tam musiało się coś zjebać, wiesz, tak na poważnie, tam to nie są takie, wiecie, śrutututu. Więc tam trochę się podziało niedobrych rzeczy. Dobrze. Więc witam. O zdróweczko pytam. Witam. Dobrze. Przy biurku też możesz dbać o formę. Raczej nie. Opóźnienie trwa tylko chwilę. Bycie do bani jest wieczne. Dzięki, Gabe. Około 180 osób pracuje nad nowymi grami 11-bit. Mają poprawić notowania firmy po niezwyciężonym. Niezwyciężony był takim niewypałem? W sensie sprzedażowym, co nie? Bo jeżeli chodzi o taką krytyczną część, to jest taka rozsądna gierka. Jeszcze nie grałem, ale będziemy grać. Ocena Starfielda na Steam spadła do mieszanej. Recenzje coraz mniej entuzjastyczne. Ciekawe. Osobiście odbiłem się trochę od Starfielda. Powodem było to, że zacząłem grać znowu w Cyberpunka. I Cyberpunk jest, kurde, kosmicznie lepszą grą niż Starfield. W sensie super system dialogów. Niezły wątek fabularny. Świat nie jest tak ogromny i bezwartościowy jak Starfielda. Nie, po prostu dużo lepsza gra, inny poziom. Niestety, albo stety w sumie. Rozmawialiśmy o tym, że Bethesda robi po prostu przeciętne gry, bo gdzieś wypadła z tego nurtu. Mam na myśli nurtu wysokobudżetowych gier. Propos, ja mam tą postać, co chciałem. Okej. Nice. Gratuluję. Black Friday w Amazon.pl. Okej, dzięki. Może kiedyś. Star Wars Jedi Survivor. O! Czekam, aż będzie w Game Passie. To sobie zagramy. Po tym jak przeciętną grą była pierwsza odsłona, to aż trochę głupio byłoby zagrać w drugą na premierę, ona kosztowała 300 zł. Andrzej Sapkowski, okej, nice. The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered Part 1. Dzięki za info. Nowe pogłoski o Marvel's Wolverine na PlayStation 5 wskazują na dłuższy czas oczekiwania. Oczekiwania na co? Na grę, tak? Nie. Graj w Diablo 4 za darmo na Steam. Podziękuj i zaciągnij znajomych do piekła. Okej. Pokemony będą nas bawić przez setki lat? Tego chce The Pokémon Company. Dzięki Pokémon Company. Nowa Subnautica z terminem premiery. Wciąż nie wiadomo, czy gracze pokochają ją tak jak jedynkę. Co to za tytuł jest w ogóle? Jesus Christ. No wiadomo, że nie... No wiadomo, że nie wiadomo, czy pokochają, bo jeszcze nie wyszła. No ja pierdzielę. O mój Boże. Ja... Ten tytuł to jest jakaś paranoja. Może jakąś muzyczkę bym puścił w tle w sumie? Robocop Rogue City największą premierą w historii filmu Nikon. Co? Ale jazda. Ty, no tego się nie spodziewałem akurat. Myślałem, że akurat ta gra to jest hashtag nikogo, serio.
Dead or alive, you are coming with me. Reinforcements have arrived.
No kiedyś może pogram, chociaż... chociaż mnie osobiście Robocop w ogóle nie interesuje, więc... Playway stworzy Thief Simulator 3. Okej. Cyberpunk. Cześć Dominik. Cyberpunk Ultimate Edition. Okej, fajnie. PS5 ze świetnymi wynikami w Europie. Xbox Series X na dużym minusie w październiku. Niedobrze. Portal 2 dostanie 8-godzinny prequel z nową kampanią. What? Nowy Portal? God damn it. Ważne, że nie numer 3. Inteligentne głośniki. Czy takie inteligentne? Pozwali Sony. Za co pozwali Sony? Wyśmienita strategia Star Wars Empire at War dostała nowy patch. Kurde, grałem w tę gierkę. Ale jaja. Bez polskiej wersji. Ta gra na pewno miała polską wersję. O kurde. No nie. To była dobra gierka. Konsumenci z brytyjskiego rynku chcą walczyć z wielkimi marżami, jakie nakłada Sony na swój sklep cyfrowy. Okej. Niech walczą, jak najbardziej. Zobaczymy, co z tego wyjdzie. Z jednej strony rozumiem to, dlaczego Sony może mieć wysoką marżę na swój sklep, no bo mają swoją własną platformę, która się sprzedaje i dzięki temu oni jak dają takie miejsce na sprzedawanie swoich gier, a z drugiej strony na PlayStation i na Xboxie nie powinno być więcej sklepów niż tylko oficjalne sklepy? Nie powinniśmy mieć dostęp na przykład do Steama Xboxowego? Ale jak na to pozwolić, nie? Zrobić Google Play, tylko nie wiem, Sony Play, gdzie możesz pobierać aplikacje ze sklepami? Jak to wymusić? Kolekcjonerskie figurki w promocji, kuszące ceny Funko Pop. Osobiście nie jestem jakiś taki fanem Funko Popów, w sensie te duże głowy są śmieszne, ale chyba za bardzo zabierają detale postaci. Tam o 30% przepłacali i wyszło kilka miliardów funtów w ciągu 6 lat, czegoś tam, nie pamiętam dokładnych danych. No okej, rozumiem, że w sensie, że ta marża tak po prostu nabijała, że bardzo duże straty były. No okej, kumam. Niech walczą. Vinnie Jones w roli załoganta. Jak wygląda... O, wow! Ale beka. World of Tanks. Przepiękne. Powstaje symulator przetrwania w Polsce lat 90. Okej. I tam Sony to chce, by tylko przed chyba 2016 roku tylko liczyło się w pozwie, że ten pozew bez sensu, ale sąd przyjął pozew. Okej, no ciekawe. No ja myślę, że trzeba z tymi molochami walczyć, nie? No bo to, że oni mają siłę, nie znaczy, że powinno się na to pozwalać. Trzeba regulować korporacje. szukać dziury. UEFA Euro 2024 zagramy w EA Sports w FC24. Ja pierdzielę, ten tytuł jest dla mnie jakiś taki niepojęty. EA Sport FC. Okej. Polski hit Contraband Police zbiera ostatnio przytłaczające pozytywne opinie. Wkrótce gra otrzyma duże DLC. O! Czyżby czas wrócić do Contraband Police? Chyba tak. Za jakiś czas wrócimy, bo to jest dobra gra. Dobrze się bawiłem przy niej. Zadziwiająco dobrze. Potassium. Cześć Tomek. Oficjalne wsparcie dla modów Starfield może być blisko. Kurde, przydałoby się wsparcie modów, co nie? Gry typu Papers, Please zawsze są fajne. Nie wiem, czy zawsze, ale to jest... to jest druga taka gra po... Jak to się nazywało? Gas Station Simulator? Która mnie kupiła taką swobodą, nie? I przyjemnością grania, więc jakby ja będę dalej... Będę dalej wracał. Sorry, zapomniałem leków wziąć, więc sobie tak w międzyczasie dziabnę, nie? Żeby nie było. Nie chciałbym się obudzić o 13 ze zjazdem. Nie, tak około 16 bym miał. O. No, ale wydaje mi się, że symulatory mają taką swoją magię do grania. Ten loop gameplayowy jest bardzo przyjemnie przemyślany. Kurde, ale gardło mi się zapycha strasznie jak... Grzejnik? Włączony, nie wiem, dziwne. Najlepsze promocje na słuchawki w Black Friday. Krystalicznie czysty dźwięk w rozsądnej cenie. Nie tylko do PC. Ten dysk to świetny wybór. Szczególnie w promocji Black Friday 2023. Pamięci RAM na kosmicznych przecenach. Promocji z okazji Black Friday. Xbox Series S w promocji dla Black Friday. Konsola Microsoftu w niskiej cenie. No. Jakbyście chcieli, nie? PlayStation 5 Slim jest bardziej kompaktowa, ale też dużo łatwiejsze w demontażu samodzielnej naprawie. O! Poka. Lubię takie materiały.
Goes by the name of Slim. And word is, town's just not big enough for two. Time for this guy to ride off into the sunset. For the uninitiated, the PlayStation 5 doesn't look much different.
Ten to konsumpcjonizmu. O, jest przepiękne słowo.
For the era of USB-C supremacy. As usual, thanks to Creative Electron for these great X-ray images. I gotta say, I'm a big fan of this big fan. Despite the
Big fan of this big fan.
still has side panels that you can remove tool-free, proving once again that slim doesn't mean unrepairable. While also proving that repairability and profitability go hand in hand. You can tell Sony's designers want people to be peeling these off. As a bonus, those icons double as reassembly guides. The optical drive panel is the one with the circle, which feels fitting. They put cute little PlayStation button icons in here, both large and small. Speaking of optical drives, you can pop it out tool-free too.
Zajebisty to jest.
In a far cry from the standard console maker stance that optical drives must be locked down to prevent piracy, Sony finally seems to be seeing the light. Of course, there are some restrictions. Swapping out your disk drive requires an internet connection and does require registering it. But the procedure is almost as painless as plugging in a flash drive. Thumb drive? Pen drive? USB stick? You know what I mean, right? We're not that old yet. Now, Sony doesn't offer optical drives just yet, and this procedure could use a manual if I'm being honest, but it's going a long way towards making things more repairable. Markings like these arrows show a true intent to aid repair. We love to see it. The expandable storage slot is nearly as accessible, and its screw is decorated too. Aww. We don't have a drive in here yet, but when we're ready to expand, we've got a veritable bevy of M.2 SSD options.
Ja pierdolę, ale jazda.
They definitely don't expect you to replace this fan yourself. Torque screws, and sure enough, we've got a sticker panel covering the fan connector.
Przecież wszystko można naprawić samemu.
Right out, but maintenance should be a lot easier for this key part. And the hits keep coming. While this tamper evidence sticker doesn't directly violate the Magnuson-Moss Warranty Act, what does Sony care if we remove a piece of tape? Our anti-repair senses are tingling. Interestingly, some of the screw holes in here are labeled in some kind of arcane code. It doesn't have anything to do with the components they secure, but as it turns out, they do indicate the length of the screws. 2 dots long, 1 dot short. Again, repair manuals make this a lot easier to figure out, but I do appreciate that Sony is trying to help fixers reassemble their consoles damage-free. Like, I guess this is the radiator portion, so it doesn't necessarily need to sink the heat into this panel, but the lack of contact just feels weird? Bye-bye antenna connectors, connector plate, and after a bit of fiddling with this familiar and frustrating connector, bye-bye port cable. 400 billion screws later, okay, it's only 32, but it feels like we've been unscrewing for a million years. And we're finally ready to remove this board assembly.
Cześć, Plewi, siema.
The power supply with a pronged, fuss-free connector, which is nice, so long as you don't bend the things when you remove the board. From here, the huge heat-sinking panels look intimidating, but they only require careful prying to remove. Look at all those sticky thermal chunks.
Ale jazda, ładnie to zaprojektowali.
And a smaller one beneath, some more screws, and the board is free. And so is the liquid metal. This stuff is so cool. Just look at it. Now that is some space-age cooling. For the board itself, it's a board all right. Replaceable CMOS battery? Yay. Soldered on ports? Meh. Plus a tasty array of chips, with hefty processor dead center. The power supply is a nice squarish block this time, and the central panel pops right off.
Wszystko da się rozłożyć.
Along with their board, which makes for a nice pallet cleanser as a
Niesamowicie zaprojektowane to jest.
wins with the right to repair. But sometimes the quieter march towards progress gets lost in the fanfare. The PlayStation 5 Slim is a great example of hardware engineers and product designers taking repairability to heart. Tool-free disassembly, caseable
Zajebiste to jest.
plus flexible, upgradable storage. All core tenets of repairable design. With laws protecting repair falling into place, I'm sure designs like these will be rescued from repair restriction.
Ale to jest perfekcyjnie zaprojektowane.
Fixable future. Cheers and game on.
Ja pierdolę.
Some more
To jest genialny moment. Tu.
billion screws were finally supplied with a pronged
To. Cały panel jest podpięty pod porty na dwóch długich, wytrzymałych bolcach,
free connector.
a nie na małych przewodzikach. Jest tylko jedna wysuwany, jak to się nazywa, taśma.
But they only require careful prying to remove. Look
Ale jazda.
thermal chunks. Big ol' heatsink bar here, and a smaller one beneath.
To jest rewelacyjne. Ten podział na wszystkie te punkty, które są przyłożone do heatsinka w tych miejscach. Oh my god.
More screws, and the board is
Prześwietnie to jest zaprojektowane. I ten liquid... jak to się nazywa? Liquid?
more screws, and the board is free. And so is the liquid metal. This stuff
Liquid metal. Naprawdę to się nazywa liquid metal? Słabe. Myślałem, że jakoś... Amazing liquid power. Sink remover. Boom. Nie wiem, no, ale
so
liquid metal.
cool. Just look at it. Now that is some space age cooling. For the
Nie,
board
to
itself,
jest świetne.
it's a board.
Naprawdę, niesamowite.
Replaceable CMOS battery? Yay. Soldered on ports? Meh. Plus
No szkoda rzeczywiście, że porty są przylutowane, no ale pokaż tą drugą stronę tego panelu.
alright.
Pokazywała drugą część? Czy. Jest bardzo dużo miejsca. No może tutaj tu jest problem, żeby te rezystory nie poruszać. Mogę to przyzoomować jakoś? Nie mogę. No, szkoda. W każdym razie tu jest problem w tym miejscu, żeby tych rezystorów nie ruszyć. Nie wiem, co tu jest, ale to też chyba jest, nie powinniśmy tego ruszać. Ale tu byśmy potrzebowali rozgrzać i wyciągnąć ten port. Tu podobna sytuacja. Ten jest bardzo łatwy do wyjęcia, bo jest bardzo daleko wszystko i cztery duże porty są dla odlutowania. Bardzo ładnie zaprojektowany. Kurczę, rewelka. Ale tu to jest nie do naprawy po prostu, nie? Może pod mikroskopem dałoby się to zmniejszyć, nie? Rtęć jak nic. O Jezu. Sperma bogów. Okej, to byłaby dobra nazwa akurat, wiesz. Ta nazwa byłaby amazing. Trochę tak niepotrzebnie lecimy po religii, niepotrzebnie facetujemy to, nie? O Jezu, ale perfekto.
Some more screws, and the board is free. And so is the liquid metal. This stuff is so cool. Just look at it. Now that is some space age cooling. For the board itself, it's a board all right. Replaceable CMOS battery? Yay. Soldered on ports? Meh. Plus a tasty array of chips.
No ale jakie porty miały być, jak nie przylutowane? W sensie rzadko spotykane. Kurde, bardzo fajnie zrobione. Ja nie mogę. Wow. Będę kłamał, PlayStation 5 Slim to jest geniusz. Geniusz projektu, nie? Wow, Sony. Amazing. Evil Corp robi tak dobrze do naprawiania rzeczy. Na ślinę. Ha, na slimę. Wow. No Black Friday może pominiemy. Ciekawe jakie będzie Pro. No, będzie jak będzie, nie? Ciekawe jak duże będzie też to jest taki ten rozmiar. No, w sumie tu zmniejszyli architekturę, może, kto wie. Te. Dread Hunger niecałe 2 lata temu był hitem Steama, a teraz kończy żywot. Co?
Persevered.
To jest hit Steama? Dread Hunger. Co to za gra w ogóle jest? Pierwsze słyszę o takiej grze. Ja nie wiem, co to jest za gra, naprawdę. Pierwsze słyszę. To nie znaczy, że oczywiście, że gra jest mało znana, ale że... Serio? Piąte Saints Row miało jakoby czerpać garściami z 2, ale wydawca chciał czegoś innego. Okej. To Mafia Game. W sensie, że tam każdy ma swoją rolę i musi gdzieś tam się dogadać? O co chodzi? Czy co? Premiery. Co w najbliższym miesiącu wychodzi? Gothic 2 Complete Classic. Fajnie. Biomutant na Switcha. Super. Hitman Blood Money. Wow. Stranger Things VR. Wow. Kraken Logistics Simulator? A co to? Playway? Nie Playway, to idźcie sobie. Turok 3 Shadow of Oblivion Remastered. Grałem w Turoka 3? Oj, nie grałem. Oj, nie. Ja bym sobie pograł w tego Turoka... Tego ostatniego, Turok. O, tego. Na PS3 i na Xboxie 360. O, w tego bym pograł. To była bardzo ładna gra. Teraz wygląda jak paździerz zupełnie, więc ciekawe to jest. Ale dobrze wspominałem tą grę, zadziwiająco. Ogólnie to setting jest taki, że to XIX wiek i podróż przez Arktykę, gdzie załoga musi przedostać się przez lodowy przesmyk, a przeszkadzają im zamiast zamaskowani kultyści. Okej. Moja ulubiona gra, widzę. Spells and Secrets. Nope. O! Steam World Build. To bym chciał nawet pograć. No, czekam aż będzie w Game Passie oczywiście. No ciekawe. Pamiętam, że to oglądaliśmy na jakiejś konferencji i ten motyw dungeon keeperowy, czyli zakopany teren, bardzo mi się spodobał. Born of Bread. Siódmego wychodzi Avatar Frontiers of Pandora. Prawdopodobnie, tak myślałem przynajmniej, że wykupimy może abonament, ten miesięczny na Ubisoft Plus Pro Elo 3.2.0 i zagramy w to? Czy nie? Czy w ogóle olać zupełnie? Rusza nas to, czy nie rusza? Destroy the U-Bot Hunter? What the fuck? Tram Simulator. O, to jest to. Playway? No nie. To walić was. Outer Wilds wychodzi na Switcha w grafice 360p. Jest tego demo, jak pamiętam. Czego demo jest? Born of Bread? 8 wychodzi Against the Storm. Storm. I jak rozumiem, ma ta gra być w Game Passie, jak dobrze pamiętam. Steel Worlda, aha. Nie, ja będę czekał na jakąś promkę. Nie. No, dużo gier mam do pogrania. No jeszcze cały czas jeszcze Cyberpunka nie wymaksowaliśmy, więc jakby hej, mamy dużo do roboty. A jeszcze w międzyczasie chciałbym wskoczyć w Świat Niezwyciężonego, więc to też trochę zajmie. Dobrze, że jakiś czas temu skończyłem w końcu Factorio. Jestem przynajmniej wolny od jednej gry. Kurczę, House Flipper 2 wychodzi. To akurat bym chciał. Za 18 dni. Ile to ma kosztować? Nie wiadomo jeszcze. Kurde. To może być rzecz, nie? Taka zen. Bo się źle gram Cyberpunk. Platynuję drugi raz. No kurde, Cyberpunk dobra gierka, naprawdę. Naprawdę, to jest rzecz, nie? Kawał dobrej gry. Kurde, no. Tego House Flippera byśmy dziabnęli może. A nie 240, a Switch to wytrzyma. No nie wiem, Switch to wytrzyma, nie? Ale czy gracze to wytrzymają, to jest inna sprawa, nie? Kompletnie. Nawet pomyślałem przez chwilę, żeby House Flippera kupić na konsoli, ale to jest zły pomysł, bo pewnie na konsoli ta gierka nie będzie miała po pierwsze modów, a po drugie, co najważniejsze, to to, że na myszce pewnie łatwiej będzie wycelować te wszystkie rzeczy. Podejrzewam. No to jest ciekawe, nie? To na House Flippera czekam, rzeczywiście. Może to będę w grudniu kupował, zobaczymy. W grudniu ma wyjść Baldur's Gate 3 na Xboxa. Fajnie, fajnie. Just a To the Moon Series Beach episode. Okej, ciekawe. Dev Stranding na iOS-a. A tak, rzeczywiście tam Apple się chwaliło, że na nowych iPhone'ach można grać w gry wysokobudżetowe. No, fajnie, fajnie. Doceniam. Ready or Not. Stormgate. Dark Fate Defiance? A co to jest? What? Co to? Panie. RTS? Czy strategia typu Commandos? Co to ma być? Jak się nazywała ta gierka? Kurczę, podobna. Company of Heroes, kurde. O fucking, a co to ma być w ogóle? Ale jazda. Czy jest jakiś gameplay tego? A, to nie będzie gameplay. To? No, też gameplay raczej nie podejrzewam. Fajnie, fajnie, ale to nic nie widzę z tego. Alone in the Dark. Brain Syndicate. A co to jest? Klasyczną grę RPG inspirowaną takimi jak Baldur's Gate. Zgaduję, że w 144 będzie na jabłkowym fonie, ale będzie. Ja podejrzewam, że na tym jabłkowym telefonie może ta gra działać bardzo zadziwiająco dobrze. Bo nie wiem, czy można porównywać te rzeczy ze sobą, ale ja może nie dałbym sobie niczego uciąć, ale chyba, że kitek, ale podejrzewam, że wydajność PlayStation 5 może nie, ale na pewno wydajność Switcha to iPhone 15 Pro Max po prostu zjada na śniadanie, nie? W sensie no nie wierzę w to, że te gry nie mogą działać dobrze na iOSie. Podejrzewam, że te starsze telefony rzeczywiście będą miały czkawkę jak ja pierdolę, ale te 15 Pro to nie wierzę w to, że to będzie działało źle. Wydaje mi się, że będzie działało bardzo dobrze. Ta infrastruktura jest bardzo, bardzo potężna. Odprowadzanie ciepła nie jest aż tak złe, chociaż słyszałem, że nie jest zbyt dobre te również. Natomiast podejrzewam, że to po prostu będzie dobrze działało. A już na iPad OS-ie typu iPad Air, który ma chip M1, no to jestem pewien, że po prostu ta wydajność na bardzo wysokim poziomie i możemy się śmiać, że tam wiadomo, że Apple to tam rucha na hajs i to są za drogie sprzęty, są to kurewsko drogie sprzęty, wiem to dokładnie, bo lubię te sprzęty i kurwa dupa mnie boli po prostu, jak widzę te ceny. Natomiast wydajnościowo to jest top notch, nie? Tak. Czy powinno być tak drogie? Nie, nie powinno. Czy jest? Jest. Czy jest wydajne? Na maksa. Więc tutaj bym się raczej nie wchodziłbym tutaj w nomenklaturę, że to będzie działało słabo, raczej nie. Więc jeżeli na Switcha mogą wychodzić gry, które działają dobrze, to na iOS-a tym bardziej te gry będą działały dobrze. Chociaż oczywiście nie powiedziałbym, że na wszystkich telefonach, chociaż iPhone słynie z tego, że tam dużo tam na App Store jest aplikacji, które działają na różne platformy, nie na wszystko, więc okej, spoko. Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth. Animal Rescue? Co to jest? O, fucking. Cudowa gra z akcji symulatorowa? Może nie. Niektóre lodówki są mocniejsze niż Switch. Ty tak nie wiesz trochę tego, nie? Tak ty tak powiedziałeś, nie? Twoja lodówka na pewno nie. Nadal uważam Apple za zbyt słaby sprzęt, ale w zamian dobrze rozpracowany i z dobrym systemem. Zbyt słaby sprzęt. W sensie, że chodzi hardware? A widziałeś te chipy M3 teraz? One pożerają pożerają część Nvidii, tak po prostu, tak boom. A wcale nie są takie drogie, bo przecież nowe karty graficzne Nvidii są po 5 koła sama karta graficzna, nie? To by się tak nie rozpędzał z tą ceną. Jeżeli chodzi o laptopy, niekoniecznie. Telefony na pewno bardzo drogie. Star Sector. Co to? O, fuck. W porównaniu do ceny. Nowych nawet nie patrzyłem TBH, co ma telefonów, co tam mają w środku. Ja rozumiem, telefon za 8000 to nie jest, kurde, dobry deal, nie? Ale z drugiej strony nikt nie każe ci kupować najnowszą wersję, nie? Ja teraz planuję kupić sobie z tego mojego dziwaka C2020 czy przeskoczyć na 12 Pro Max. Chociaż mimo, że już miałem 13 Pro Maxa, ale jak popadłem w duże długi, to odsprzedawałem wszystko, co popadło, żeby nie umrzeć z głodu. Teraz chciałem kupić nowszy po prostu. Tak planuję w granicach 2600, 2800 wylądować. Path of Titans. O, fucking. No to będzie hit. Co to kurwa jest za gra w ogóle? O czym to jest w ogóle? Skąd jest? Ja pierdolę. New Baby Dinos and... Okej. To jest dobrze, to jest podkreślone. Dzięki temu wiem, że to jest wartościowa gra. No tam jestem osobą, która nie lubi wymieniać telefonu, no chyba, że ten padnie lub nie jest już, że nie jest już tak stary, że ledwo żyje. No jasne, no ale ty nie zarabiasz pieniędzy. Nie pracujesz. Nawet nie chodzi na etacie, ale jakby nie utrzymujesz się na własną rękę. Więc masz też inne priorytety wydatkowe i inny budżet dostępny, więc jakby uważam, że dopóki nie wyskoczysz na swoje życie prywatne, takie wiecie, że od A do Z sam się utrzymujesz, to wtedy będziesz jakby decydował się o tym, czy pewne rzeczy są dla ciebie warte, czy nie. Jak będziesz mógł przeliczać wszystkie swoje wydatki, koszta i potrzeby na to. Uważam, że to robi jakąś różnicę, nie? Tu nawet nie chodzi o to, że staniesz się bardziej rozrzutny, nie? Ale będzie jakaś decyzja. We, the refugees, ticket to Europe. Wild side. Yandere. O, co to jest Yandere? Co znaczy? O, fuck. No dobrze. Myślisz, że jak będę sam płacił za siebie, to zacznę wymieniać telefonów częściej? Bardziej uważam, że jeżeli telefon będzie ci potrzebny do interesów, to będziesz chciał, żeby ten telefon działał bardzo dobrze. Bo będziesz chciał dzięki niemu też zarabiać. Bo kontakty na przykład z klientami, czy z innymi osobami, czy z współpracownikami, robienie dokumentacji, zdjęcia, skanowanie, to jakby jest bardzo ważna część biznesu. Na tym się zużywa czas. Czy to laptop, komputer, czy coś, co będziesz potrzebował do pracy, nie? Lendery nie tykać, bo twórca to pedofil. Fuck, podwójne, fuck sake. Ajajaj. O, IP wychodzi. Kurczę, może byśmy wrócili do IP, jeszcze zagrali drugie playthrough. To była dobra gierka, kurde, dobrze się bawiłem przy niej. Była taka zaskakująco przyjemna. Kurde, to była dobra rzecz. No, podobało mi się. A też taka nieoczekiwana. Teraz chcę wrócić do tego, do Five Nights at Freddy's, ale boję się tej gry strasznie. Kurwa, ona jest tak straszna. Ja pierdolę. Ale ta gra jest straszna. Pedofil to najmniejszy z nim problem. Tak. Tak jest zjebaną osobą ten typ. Przykra sprawa, nie będę kłamał. Horizon Forbidden West Complete Edition na PC! What? To ci hit. Pacific Drive. Priest Simulator. To na pewno Playway. Nie! Ja pierdolę, pogrzeby się będzie robiło. Naprawdę? No. O Jezusku, ten maluszek tutaj. Jeszcze grooming wchodził na grubo. Ajajajajaj. W marcu ma Stalker wyjść? What? Kiedy FNAF? No może jutro, ale ja się boję tej gry strasznie. O Jezu, ta gra jest zbyt przerażająca dla mnie, naprawdę. Ja się boję tej gry. Survival TPP osadzony w postapokaliptycznym świecie, inspirowany serią The Last of Us. To chyba najciekawsze o tej grze, co możesz powiedzieć, a nie ma nic wspólnego z rzeczywistością, co nie? No kurwa, w ogóle. Gdzie ta inspiracja? Ostatnia noc, nie wymagamy, abyś grał te dodatkowe noce. No, spróbuję, ale nie wiem, czy będę miał siłę akurat jutro. Zobaczymy, jak tam jutro będę się czuł, nie? Ale... Nie chcę wam kłamać, ale to mnie zaorało, nie? Kurwa, ta gra jest straszna. Ja pierdź. Ta gra mnie do szpiłkości po prostu przeraża. O, masakra. Surely punish them. Erotyczne fantasy? To jest rzecz? Czy erotyczne fantasy to jest rzecz? To jest na maksa rzecz. Czy poza tym jest to dobra gra? Zapada się, że nie. Dobra gra, naprawdę. 10 na 10. Sprawdźmy najlepszą platformę dla gier. Steam. 32 zł. Jest to inwestycja. Gra jest na rosyjski, chiński, uproszczony japoński. Widzę, target jest pewien. Nice. Wow. To musi być dobra gra. GTFO. Degeneraci to myślą, że są fajni, jak chwalą się graniem w porno. Samo granie w porno nie jest problemem. Kropka. A co jest problemem? Kapitalizm? Nie wiem, pedofilia? Against the Storm jest tutaj? Chwalenie się tym. No co w tym złego? Ja się chwalę, że gram w to, ty się chwalisz, że grasz w tamto. No i jakby... Będzie zniżka na grę przed premierą? O kurwa! Czekaj, ta gra Ta gra już wyszła, czy jest w Early Access, czy co? Czy gry przed premierą też wchodzą w ten kupon? Czy ona już po prostu jest dostępna i dlatego? Wait. Była chyba w Early Access. Okej, to nie jest w ogóle dostępne. Ona jest w Early Access, ale na tym, ale na Steamie, nie tutaj. Czy tu też? Kurwa, no nie ma żadnej, naprawdę nie ma, jak raz nie ma żadnych gier z preorderem, naprawdę. Kurwa, ludzie. O. Kup przez sprzedaży. O, dodaj. Dobra, no szkoda. Które bym sobie preordery na pół roku do przodu porobił. I pewnie ten Against Storm wychodzi takiej samej cenie, co? Szkoda. A Epiczek, a jest tam House Flipper, czy nie? Jest House Flipper, a jest jedynka, a dwójki nie ma? No ta gra 100 kosztuje, what the fuck? Czyli dwójka pewnie też będzie kosztowała tak, no trochę. Skull and Boners. Głównie Boners, nie? No chyba tyle, nie? Popatrzyliśmy sobie. Pokupowaliście coś ostatnio? Jakieś macie jakieś potrzeby, oczekiwania? Odnośnie mojego grania w coś? Ten Hobo mnie strasznie kusi, żeby kupić. Też jakaś kurwa dziwna gra. Czeska gra o byciu, gościem z kryzysem bezdomności. Też bekowa gierka. NAF. No to jutro zapraszam, nie? Proszę mnie jutro pilnować, to może zagramy. Senator łodzianina. Trochę tak, trochę też mam taki vibe właśnie, że to jest to właśnie.
Every day is a fight for survival. The most common things are luxury.
No zobaczcie sobie. A ja zaraz wracam.
Under the communist regime, Prust love can finally breathe a sigh of relief. Many were looking forward to this change. But times are changing maybe a bit too fast. Not everyone can keep up. Those who can't are left behind. One of those unfortunate people abandoned by the society is you. Every day is a fight for survival. The most common things are luxury. Seek shelter wherever you can to keep yourself warm and dry. Scavenge for food. Rely on the kindness of strangers. Or take advantage of it. If you are to survive, you will need friends, allies, shelter, supplies, and support. Because danger lurks behind every corner. Remember, you are homeless, not hopeless.
No dobrze.
For
Jak
now.
tam? Chcielibyście zostać bezdomnymi? O, bo kawał dobrej gry, naprawdę hit. Nie wiem, czy zauważyłeś, ale miałeś myszkę na grze porno, gdzie jej tarali się odpalić sceną penetracji, więc... Okej. W sensie to był Prodeus, czy jak? Kurde, tyle dobrych gierek jest do grania. Massacration. O, to mogę usunąć. 20% na Under the Waves. Kurde. Jeszcze dwie gry są. Na Epiczku są dwie gry do pokazania. Na Epiku? Dziwne. Są jeszcze dwie gry, które chciałbym przejść. Fort Solis i Under the Waves. I teraz tak, potrzebuję się dowiedzieć dwóch rzeczy. How long to beat? O. Fort Solis. 3,5 godziny. Hit. Dobrze. Under the Waves. 7,5 godziny. No kurde. No grałbym. A the Invi, trudne słowo. 6 godzin. Wow. Może bym wykorzystał ten kupon. Kurde. To są dobre gry, ale drogie gry. I jeszcze bym chciał dorzucić do tego pakietu. Abym to i to wziął. To fajnie byłoby wziąć jeszcze Witchfire'a, nie? Terra Invicta niekoniecznie. Maybe. Dark Descent już mam. Against the Storm. Też w sumie spoko. To nie. Potioncraft może? Nie. To chyba w Game Passie tak w międzyczasie było, albo jak nie było, to będzie. Niestety Crime Boss nie jest w jakiejś super obniżce, bo chciałem plus ten kupon dokupić, ale nie. Witchfire. To było to. Te 5 gier. 433 zł. Sporo. Ale mniej niż stówkę za jedną, każdą kolejną. No i potem jeszcze 10% zwrotu, nie? Też jest spoko, ale to jest dużo pieniędzy strasznie, kurde. Strasznie dużo hajsu. Tak, można usunąć kilka sekund, jak najbardziej. Można, jak najbardziej. Można. No dobrze. Ale przejdźmy do mięska. Ale się koksu napawi na to usuwanie. On lubi usuwać, nie? To jest człowiek, który lubi usuwać. Genshin Impact. Mam mojego pada? Mam. Wobec tego zapisu nie wali, jak ktoś zgłosi. Dobrze. Tylko potrzebuję wiedzieć, w którym miejscu to było. Jaki plan? Plan jest taki. Chcę grać dalej główny wątek. Szanse, że ktoś to obejrzy, są małe, ale istnieją. Dzięki, guys. Tymczasem ostatnio dostałem wiadomość, że mój kanał przekroczył 2 miliony? Czy 3 miliony wyświetleń całkowicie. Gruba ilość wyświetleń, naprawdę gruba. Nie będę wam kłamał, jestem zadowolony. Ale to najpierw daily? Nie, no to w dupie mam te daily. I tak gram w tę gierkę dla fabuły samej teraz. Nie potrzebuję dailysów, nie potrzebuję primosów. Mam to gdzieś. Farmienie też mnie nie jara, nie mam potrzeby. Ja się mógłbym, jasne, ale... Gra jest easy, tak czy siak, nie? To jest farmienie dla samego farmienia. Brakuje 60 osób do 606... O Jezu. Właśnie nie pamiętam, ile łącznie było subskrybujących ten kanał? Nie pamiętam już. Tak w ramach beki, nie? By the way, w teorii znalazłem osobę do robienia podcastów, ale ta osoba się wstydzi nagrywać niestety, ale mam taki super vibe tą osobą, że będę przekonywał, nie? Po prostu czuję, że jest taki vibe. W ogóle YouTube mi powiedział, że miesięcznie 390 osób realnie ogląda mój kanał. Że powracające osoby do oglądania mojego kanału to jest miesięcznie 310 osób. Pytanie, czy po przekonaniu nie będzie to na siłę? Co? To na siłę. A, czy po przekonaniu nie będzie na siłę nagrywanie? Nie, wiesz co? Uważam, że do takich rzeczy potrzeba komfortowych warunków i to głównie o to chodzi. Tak myślę. Jeżeli będą warunki, które są dalej komfortowe i przyjemne, no to będzie się dobrze razem gadało, nie? Za przymusem, ale powiem tak, więc jest ze zgodą. Tak, guys, ja słynę z tego, że ludzi na siłę przekonuję do tego, żeby robili to, co ja chcę, tak. To jest moja rzecz, to prawda? Fajnie, fajnie, że to w końcu powiedzieliśmy. Super miecz, aż musiałem szczekować. Chyba 4. kolei mam już. Nie psuj mi żartu. To by nic nie dało. To nie dałoby nic, nie? Bo ja byłem 3, a on był 1. Wiesz. Wiesz, to by nie dało nic, nie? W sensie, no bo ja byłem 3, on był 1 i jakby, no. No, ale... No. Shop. Shop pracz. A... No bo to by nie dało nic, nie? Dobrze, książka, tego potrzebowałem. Fajnie, że to mamy. Chapter 3, akt 2. To jest to, lecimy. Kolejny zdobyłem po chyba 150 łyżkach, nie więcej. Pechowo.
We didn't miss the Sub-Zero's festival, right? Let's hurry and find Dunyarzad. Paimon thinks she must be around the Grand Bazaar.
Paimon. A tu mam 2 łyżki. Dobra, zobaczmy. Dobrze, fajna książka, super. No i super.
Wanna come over for tea?
What? Mają przepiękną lokalizację. Holy shit. Co nic nie mówiłeś, że oni mają tak dobrą lokację? Wow. Rewelka. Sumeru jest ładne. No, przepiękna lokalizacja. Taka w innym kolorze niż reszta gry. To jest przyjemniackie.
There she is! Dunyarzad, we're back!
Just as promised, Traveler and Paimon. I'm so glad that you two came back to celebrate Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday.
Dobrze, doceniam, że oni mówią na mnie Traveler.
Indeed. The festival's tomorrow. We've been preparing for so long that I can't help but feel a little nervous.
There's no need to be nervous. Paimon's sure that Lesser Lord Kusanali will feel everyone's gratitude.
Thanks, Paimon. I hope that everyone who comes to the festival will also have a good time. Speaking of which, did you manage to make your way to Port Ormos? Discover anything over there?
Of course we went. A lot of things happened there.
I see. Sounds like you two had another exciting adventure.
A jak miałaby mówić?
If there is another chance, I would love to join.
Nie wiem, można dać
Lady,
zdania.
If you went to Port Ormos in your current state, we'd both be in for a lifetime of trouble.
Dia! You were eavesdropping!
It's called covert protection. Keeping an ear out for what's going on around my employer is part of the job.
It's all right, Dia. I merely said I would like to go. I know better than to think my body could handle it. The festival's tomorrow. I've been doing nothing but causing trouble for you. So, Dia, please take some time to relax. I'll be fine.
Even when you put it that way, it still doesn't feel right.
Don't worry, my guardian knight.
Okay, fine, but only tonight. Tomorrow's a big day, and many no-good scumbags are gonna try to take advantage of
Najbardziej
that.
bezużyteczna postać w całej grze. Mówisz o Traveler?
Oh, you two must be exhausted from your long journey back to the city.
Na jednym głównie się z nimi nie ścigałeś, że mówili ci po imieniu. To nie mówią Sir albo
I've
Missy.
already prepared a room for you to rest. Please follow me.
Whoa, you're so thoughtful. Paimon's so ready.
Oh, Paimon is so ready. God damn it. I'm so ready. Dobra, Gro, prowadź mnie, gdzie mam iść? Zupełnie nie znam tej lokacji, ja nie wiem, gdzie tu się chodzi. Jak stąd wyjść? Guys. Bo będę w kółko chodził. Jakieś drzwi są, dobra. Dalej chcę to małe coś zadźgać. Ja już jej odpuściłem. Memento mori. Ona zaczęła gadać lepsze rzeczy, wiesz? Lewy analog klikasz. O! Dzięki, guys.
Here we are. It's also fairly close to where I've been staying.
It looks really nice.
Jeżeli myślisz, że jesteś bezużyteczną osobą, to wyobraź sobie, jak bezużyteczne jest wybieranie dialogów w tej grze.
Not at all. Just tell me more about your adventures when you next get the chance.
That's Paimon's specialty. Paimon can tell you stories next time.
Czy można w tej grze ustawić auto wybierania dialogów?
Oh, if you don't mind, how about we all walk around together tomorrow? All of my friends will be working the festival, and Dia is still insisting on her covert protection.
Yeah. It'll be pretty hard to relax and enjoy the festival if Dia's constantly hovering over you, right?
Then let's meet at the nearby bazaar first thing tomorrow morning. Have a great night.
It's a deal. night, Dunyarzad.
I may be too excited to fall asleep tonight. See you tomorrow.
Paimon's starting to really look forward to the Sub-Zero Festival, too. Will there be lots of yummy food? Oh, no. Thinking about food is just gonna keep Paimon up all night. The earlier we sleep, the better.
Turina to Jezus, to prawda nie ożywia i z niezmienione wino, ale przynajmniej po niej biegać może. Proszę cię. Jakaś popierdółka, kurwa, nie Jezus. Też to wino.
Did we oversleep? We should go meet Dunyarzad right away.
Dobra, są jednak bardziej bezużyteczne rzeczy niż niż ta umiejętność.
Traveler, Paimon, I've been waiting for you two.
Good morning, Dunyarzad. We must have overslept a little bit.
Not at all. I arrived early. Today is finally here. I must cherish every moment as if it were gold.
You've worked so hard for this day. You gotta enjoy it to the fullest.
You know it. Oh, it's just that, as expected, I had some trouble falling asleep last night. I'm hoping my body won't be too much of an issue today. Well, shall we? Let's start with the stalls over there. Many vendors came out of the blue to support the event.
Dobra, ja bym chciał w ustawienia wejść. Większe wibracje. Okej. Bo dawno się nie pływało w tej grze, też przy okazji. Graphics, audio. Language. Autoplay story. Okej, nieważne.
They paid for everything out of pocket? Oh, sounds like they're not in this just for the Mora.
They all said that contributing to a lively festival atmosphere is more important than money. Especially since we don't often get to celebrate Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday.
Ooh, they're selling food over that way. Let's go take a look.
This is a stall offering foods from the Haftmewa feast.
Oh, you could tell straight away. I thought most people nowadays wouldn't know.
Mushrooms, flowers, and all kind of fruit? It's all vegetarian stuff. Oh, Paimon's a little disappointed. So, what's the Haftmewa feast you mentioned just now?
It's another Sub-Zero's festival tradition. People used to set their tables with 7 different foods. Generally speaking, the most common selections were foods like Rukashva mushrooms, Nilopala lotuses, Sumera roses, Sunsetias, Kapalatas, Hara fruits, and Zaytun peaches.
So, the Sub-Zero festival is a vegetarian holiday?
You don't have to be a vegetarian to enjoy the spread. We just use the 7 foods to symbolize the 7 virtues of the Dendro Archon.
Wait, but if that's the case, if Sumero uses vegetarian food to represent the Dendro Archon, then wouldn't the Pyro Archon's festival be full of food like roasted fowl, juicy meatballs, grilled steak? Oh, Traveler, we have to go to Natlan as soon as possible.
I hope your wish comes true one day, Paimon.
Thanks.
Ach, ta Paimon.
Alright, how about we also check out some of these other stalls?
Dziwne, że ona nie rzuca mięsem, tak mięso uwielbia.
Dear customers, would you like to try your hand at alchemical divination?
What's alchemical divination? Those two things sound like they'd be fun to try together.
Right? I thought the same when I first heard about it. It is said to be a mysterious craft invented by none other than Lesser Lord Kusanali herself.
So, how does it work?
It's quite simple. After you give me any 2 alchemical reagents, I'll use them to perform a random transmutation.
Sure sounds random. So random that it will probably fail.
That is precisely what we need. After the transmutation fails, your one and only diviner here will interpret the remnants.
Well, according to Lesser Lord Kusanali, everything is interconnected, and all that occurs can be traced back to fate. You could say this is a pearl of old wisdom.
Why does everything sound so much more credible when Dunyarzad says it? Are you guys working together?
So that's the true wisdom behind it. This young lady sure knows her stuff. So, how about it? Want to give it a try?
No wiadomiks.
Okay, one moment. It's the moon.
Paimon wants to take a look too. Is it? It looks more like a pie that Paimon bit into.
Generally speaking, the moon signifies... It means... Wait a moment.
Is he really looking it up in a book?
Oh, I remember now. It means illusions and lies.
Illusions and lies? That sounds rather ominous.
Yes, but this book says that if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
He's not even trying to hide his book anymore.
Naturally, fate will only ever show you the beginning of a journey. It is up to you to forge your own ending. Oh, thank you so much. I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just learning as I go.
Guess that was still pretty interesting. Okay, on to the next stall.
They say the
Powiem ci tak już, że Sumeru to chyba jedyny region, który wątek główny faktycznie wpływa na cały świat gry.
Large
Co?
flower carriages used to
O,
parade
o.
through the city. As they headed towards Port Ormos, people would throw flowers, candy, and liquor all along the way.
Dunyarzad's eyes are sparkling right now.
I wish I could have seen that spectacle. But if you ask me, I'm sure Nilu's dance of Sub-Zeros will be just as impressive.
Attention!
Faris! Faris!
Fall into formation if you want any Yalda candies.
It's a weird guy with a weird hat. Hey, it's Dunyarzad! Wow!
Miss Dunyarzad, the children love you even more than the Yalda candies. In the few short days it took to prepare for the Sub-Zero's festival, the children have all grown very fond of you.
The Hallowed Night of Flowers. It's an honor that you know my name.
Attention! In the name of Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, I commend you on your contributions to the glorious Sub-Zero's festival. All right, little soldiers. Take your Yalda candies and don't forget your loyalty to Lesser Lord Kusanali. Dismissed!
O co chodzi z tą Kusanali? Co ja powinien wiedzieć?
Just what is going on here?
Ferris, the Night of Flowers, is another Sub-Zero's festival icon, and one immensely popular with children. In the past, the actor portraying Ferris would also sit on a flower carriage.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can make such wonderful memories today.
As are we to you, Vihar.
Oh, not at all. Oh, speaking
To
of
wyglądało jak
tradition,
najgorsza
do you
możliwa
want
próba
some
podrywu.
Yalda candies?
Oj,
They're a festival
nie
staple,
pomyślałbyś,
and I happen to
jaki
have some
podryw może być
boxes ready
cringe'owy.
here. Take a look and pick whichever one you want.
Whichever one, boxes all look the same.
Scenariusz to aktualny Bóg Sumeru. Okej, ale co więcej powiem wiedzieć o niej? Domyśliłem się, że to dendroarchon i w ogóle, nie?
Ooh, those all sound pretty good.
And there's also lizard tail and oni kabuto.
Huh? What's up with those two flavors?
Oni kabuto is a little spicier than lizard tail.
Dunyarzad, you tried them before? Traveler, help Paimon pick one. Paimon wants the Sunsetia flavor. It's all right. Paimon believes in you.
I also believe in your intuition.
Great. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want?
4.
Excellent work. That is indeed Sunsetia.
Paimon bet you survived so many epic battles because you had incredible luck, and Paimon was right.
Attention!
Dzięki, Paimon.
Sunsetia
Tylko
flavored
szczęście. Tylko to mnie uratowało.
Thanks a lot, Knight of Candies.
It's Night of Flowers, not Night of Candies.
Night of Candies.
Paimon really wilted the carriageless night of flowers.
They all basically sound the same. We got our candy, so let's keep going.
Oh, actually, I just remembered that I left something behind.
Venti
Since you're here,
to bezużyteczny pijak, więc Traveler pojechał do Liyue. Tam spotkał bezużyteczną Zhongli, to jest zakupoholikiem. No. Najlepiej.
Dunyarzad, you probably forgot because you're so excited about the Sub-Zero's festival.
A to pojechał do Inazumy i tam spotkał bezużyteczną Raiden Shogun, co woli siedzieć w pokoju. Trochę tak było, no. Trochę to widzę w ten sposób. Beka.
We're too late. Who knew the little lady was such an early riser?
I know, right? Hey, wait a minute. Pause. Isn't that her?
Oh, that most certainly is. We're in luck. She's walking right into our clutches.
Those Aramonks
Zestaw
don't
szach
look
z
like they're up to
Ikei.
any good.
Who are you? I don't believe the Homayanis hired you.
Who the fuck is
That's right.
Homayami, miss?
We haven't received any of their mora, but I wonder how much the Humayanis would shell out to get you back.
They're a gang of kidnappers! Traveler, hurry and protect them!
Hey, did you scumbags even consider that
O,
the
przyszła
Homayanis
Jona.
might have hired a merc that outclasses you?
You're Dia the Flame Mane. No
A że Traveler
wonder
był w ogóle,
Weavers
to
haven't
pomagał,
heard
ale i
anything
tak
about
kończyło
you
się
for so
tym, że
long.
źli zabierali te szachy.
Sold your unruly
No,
maid
mało
to the highest
powiedziane,
bidder.
to być może Traveler
Don't
jest
speak so
winna.
disrespectfully. My family started working with her as gratitude for her past kindness to us.
Don't worry about it, my lady. Just some friendly banter between mercs. One punch and those rabid dogs will expose themselves for what they really are.
Aren't your claws all
A zapomniałem,
dull
ta
by
babka jest
now?
ochroniarką tej
Don't get too
głównej naszej
cocky.
przyjaciółki nowej. A kim ta przyjaciółka w ogóle? Ten Dundi i Zobazar.
Traveler, take Miss Dunyarzad to a safe location.
No, we're gonna stay and help. There's too many of them. You're right. All right, fine.
Please be careful, Dia.
Don't waste your time worrying about me. This is my job. Look out for yourself. After I've wiped the floor with them, I'll go find you all.
Czy ja miałem minutę, żeby tu dobiec? Minutę?
Dunyarzad, are you okay? You look a little pale. Are you in shock?
I'm fine. My body always reacts like this whenever I exert myself too much.
You sure you're okay?
I'll be fine after some rest. I'm more worried about Dia. After all, none of this would have happened if I hadn't insisted on coming out today.
Dostanie to Loli. O nie, nie wiedziałem.
Don't worry.
My lady, traveler, found ya.
Już odbiegliśmy 50 metrów, no what the fuck.
Any more of them? Or rather, did anyone follow you?
Dia, your arm.
Oh, this? I'm fine. It's just a scratch. Normally, they wouldn't have been able to land a hit on me at all, but I'm still getting used to this new greatsword.
Please, let me take a closer look.
Come on, it's nothing. Us mercs aren't as fragile as you think.
Rzeczywiście, ja też zapomniałem zupełnie, że mamy rodzeństwo niby.
Hold on, you said something about a new greatsword. What happened to the one you were using before?
About that. Well, I sold it, because I was low on Mora. Stuff like this happens every now and then.
It can't be. The anonymous donation that was used for the venue's final round of preparations?
Hey, Miss Dunyarzad, I wasn't trying to make you cry, and I'm not gonna lose my commission because I made my employer cry, am I?
Okay, making your employer cry won't affect your
Self-test.
commission, but
Że incest,
selling
ale
a
że
weapon
self.
without permission and getting hurt?
Mord.
I'll have to reevaluate your performance.
Nie używaj pojęć, których nie znam. Oho, wujek na imprezie się obudził. Mów po ludzku, kurwa.
Thank you very much, Dia.
Don't be like that. I get embarrassed really easily.
Couch, couch.
Are you feeling unwell again, Dunyarzad?
My lady, your condition.
Your condition. No problem.
Truly. I'm sorry for the trouble, everyone.
Self-test. Pociąg seksualny do własnej osoby, tylko w przeciwnej płci. Nice. Śmieszne. Czy możesz na tym czasie nie używać słów, których nie znamy oboje z Tomkiem, bo czujemy się później na głupków? Jest tyle słów, nie?
Are you feeling better, Dunyarzad?
Czy ona umrze?
Yes, much better. Just give me a few moments and I'll be good to go. I didn't realize you were concerned about it. I guess I shouldn't continue to keep it a secret. I was actually born with Elazar. It's terminal now.
Can't believe it's Elazar.
Co to jest Elazar?
Oh, you've already heard of Elazar. In that case, you probably know about its severity.
Nie.
Sumero's current medical advancements still haven't been able to find a cure. The disease's progression can only be delayed through environmental therapy.
Dunyarzad.
There's no need to be sad. I've always lived with Elazar and I came to terms with it a long time ago. Compared to the simple fact that I'm afflicted with this, its effects on my life have been much more painful. I know that my family loves me dearly. They've done all they can to provide the best environment for me so that I can live for that much longer. However, I know I will one day succumb to this.
To, że mam do wyboru ten dialog z trzema kropkami. Fajnie, fajnie.
Did you know? Before I ran away from home this time, the world outside of my home didn't even know that I existed. Since I was a child, all I could do was sit on my bed and stare at everything outside of my window. I'm sure my family's worried and disappointed in me for running away, but I just didn't want to have any regrets. I wanted to meet other people, To me, there's nothing more beautiful than being able to meet and speak with others. Not to mention the incredible time spent preparing for the festival. The joy on everyone's faces here, and all the support I've received from friends like Dia. This way, when my final
Dia
day
jest
does
twoim
arrive,
friendem, a ona nie ma zlecenia, żeby ci pomagać?
at the very least, many people will remember that I once existed in this world, right?
Dosłownie skamienienie, jak coś u nas ostra rybia łuska. Co to jest kurwa ostra... O ja pierdzielę.
As long as you don't forget Paimon.
Trudne słowa.
Paimon also won't forget about you. No, even if you forget Paimon, Paimon will still remember you.
Thank you two so much. I apologize for the depressing conversation. This is out of character for me. To be honest, Lesser Lord Kusanali gave me the courage to do all of this. If it weren't for her encouragement, I wouldn't have taken that first step. Thanks. There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any regrets.
O.
Oh, right. Isn't it almost time?
Huh? Almost time for what?
Isn't the dance of Sub-Zeros about to begin?
Sub-Zeros?
It's the part of the festival that I've been looking forward to the most.
Crossover z
Nilu will recreate that
Mortal
legendary
Kombat?
scene with her most splendid dancing. And the Sub-Zeros festival will
Rybia
conclude
łuska
amid
to taka
everyone's
choroba skóry. No
applause and
kurwa, nie
blessings.
domyśliłbym się.
And with that, my wish will also...
Then what are we waiting for? Let's go to the stage.
Yeah, we should still make it in time.
Coś ala łuszczyca. Brzmi słabo.
Were you not aware that the law prohibits this type of performance from taking place without prior permission?
Over there, someone's yelling at Nilu.
I think I just saw the Academia's Grand Sage. Why is he here in person?
But the Dance of Sub-Zeros is one of the key parts of the Sub-Zeros Festival. If we can't perform it...
The Sub-Zeros Festival. The law also prohibits the private hosting of large-scale religious festivals. Only the Academia can host such an event. If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single event organizer. The Grand Sage has already granted you much
Horror
leniency. I
psychologiczny?
advise that you exercise tact.
How did things turn out like this?
The Academia was originally responsible for the Sub-Zeros Festival, but they failed this responsibility for many years. I need to speak with them.
No właśnie, pogadaj z nimi.
This is a hard pill to swallow, but you're right. Things
Hard
could only
pill
get
to
worse.
swallow.
Art, dance. Aren't you ashamed of pursuing such frivolous and meaningless activities in this land of knowledge and reason?
No co tu chodzi?
Our Archon created the utopia that is Sumeru City for all scholars who sought validity, verity, and truth, while people like you wish to defile it.
No. I believe that our Archon never rejected the arts. Even the goddess of flowers dedicated a dance
I to
to
rzeczywiście
her.
wyglądało jak
With
ryba.
your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to debate with
Jak
me.
ryba? W sensie on wygląda jak ryba? W sensie miał
Finding work
skrzela i w
to
ogóle?
tear down this ridiculous eyesore.
Tam w ogóle macie tabletki? No,
When we return, have the scribe draft
No,
an ordinance
widać.
before the next Nyargarbaha day that prohibits public art performances. We will announce it to the public later via the Akasha.
Understood. I will inform him when I return.
The Sub-Zeros Festival. Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content.
Nilu, are you okay?
Oh, Dunyarzad,
Na pewno chciałbym zwrócić uwagę, że Sumeru ma bardzo fajny soundtrack. Ojeju, bardzo dobra nuta w tle. Cały czas coś tam pogrywa. To jest bardzo przyjemne do słuchania.
Let's go somewhere the academia can't find us and perform there. But how do we let everyone know? And what about the atmosphere on the stage? Or we could get people to block them off so they can't interrupt the performance. No. They just threatened to investigate the organizers. If we were caught...
Nilu, it's all right. Don't worry about it.
But you've been looking forward to the Dance of Sub-Zeros so much. And I know how important this festival is to you. I don't want you to have any regrets.
Miał najlepszy czas na basenie. O, wow. Ajajaj, to było suche.
It would be too risky to continue the Sub-Zeros festival at this point.
Czy po prostu nikt nie pomyślał o tym, że będziemy żyć w świecie, powiedzeń w świecie, które by nie istniały? No mają medycynę chyba, co?
We'll make sure the next one is a smashing success.
The next one. Yes, okay, it's a promise. It will be a smashing success.
I can't believe this is how things turned out. Those heartless geezers.
It really is okay. There's nothing we can do about it. Still, I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Milu's dance.
A lot happened today. It's a shame the festival ended the way it did. Nilu and Dunyarzad promised to make the next Sub-Zero's festival a success, but Dunyarzad is running out of time. Yeah.
All connections have been secured to construct the most stable framework possible. The project has entered its most critical phase. Power has begun to flow from...
We're gonna be late! It's all because you wouldn't get out of bed! We should go meet Dunyarzad right away!
Gra jest, zdaje się, trochę...
Paimon coming in! Paimon coming!
Paimon, coming in, Paimon. Okolice nie wypadają mi na takie, których leki były w tabletkach. Szybciej kadzidła i nalewki, może też maści. Ja wiem.
Good morning, Dunyarzad. Sorry we're late.
Not at all. I arrived early.
You seem kinda tired. Did you not get enough sleep?
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry. Shall we go? Let's start with the stalls over there.
Sure. Traveler? Why are you just standing there? Let's get going.
Szczerze, kiedy mamy takie momenty, w których idziemy tak przed siebie, to wciąż nie jestem swoją główną postacią. No bo trochę to dziwne, że nagle zmieniam się w Hutao. Cały czas trochę nie mogę zaakceptować tego minimalizmu, w którym polega, że zmieniam się w inne postacie.
This is a stall offering foods from the Haftmewa feast.
You are quite well informed, miss. I thought most people nowadays wouldn't know.
O kurwa, dzień świstaka.
Oh, Paimon's a little disappointed. Actually, what is the Haftmewa feast you mentioned just now?
It's one of the Sub-Zeros festival's traditions. People used to set their tables with 7 different foods to symbolize the 7 virtues of the Dendro
What the fuck?
Remnants appear to be in the form of the moon.
Really? Paimon thought it looked like some kind of food.
The moon signifies... It's escaping me for now. Wait a moment.
Is he really looking it up in a book?
Trzymaj się, plewi, dzięki bardzo.
Right. It means illusions and lies. But if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
Understood. I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just learning as I go.
Guess that was still pretty interesting. Okay, on to the next stall.
Ty, normalnie wpadłem w pętlę. Dziwne.
All right, soldiers. Now that you have your Yalda candies, don't forget your loyalty to Lesser Lord Kusanali. Dismissed.
Yes, Knight Varys! What's going on? Is this a play?
Ferris, the Night of Flowers, is another Sub-Zerus festival icon and one immensely popular with children.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can meet the Night of Flowers. Oh, do you want some Yalda candies? I happen to have some boxes ready here. Take a look and pick whichever one you want.
What's to pick? Don't these boxes all look the same?
It's not that simple. Each box contains a random flavor. It's up to the luck of the draw. Flavors include lavender melon, hara fruit, sunsetia.
Ooh, how interesting.
And there's also lizard tail and oni kabuto.
Ugh, why do those flavors even exist? Traveler, help Paimon pick one. Paimon wants to eat the sunsetia flavor.
Great! These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right.
Cztery.
Which one do you want? Ah, excellently chosen. Number 4 is indeed sunsetia.
Ha! Paimon bet you had incredible luck, and Paimon was right!
Moja postać ma wylew w ogóle wewnętrzny, nie?
How's that possible? It's obviously random. Maybe we didn't sleep very well last night. Or maybe we slept too much.
Czemu nie było takiego słabe podrywu? Bo ostatnim razem się nie udał.
Oh, sure.
Huh? Where are you going? You're just gonna walk off like that?
Flavor.
A feeling of deja vu? Oh, Paimon knows what that is. It's when you feel like you've already experienced whatever is going on. In that case, Paimon also felt something like that today. But that's just our brains playing tricks on us, isn't it? So why'd you run here in such a hurry? So that's it! You're intentionally doing things you usually wouldn't and seeing if you still get that same feeling of deja vu.
Welcome, you two. Are you here for lunch? What would you like to eat? Got it. You don't look like you're from these parts, but I gotta say, you've got good taste. I'll give this order to the kitchen.
Charcoal-baked Angelina cake? Isn't it that burn thing that didn't look tasty at all? Oh, Paimon understands what you're trying to do now. You'd never normally order something like this.
O co tu chodzi? Stóp tuty? The fuck? To jest żart?
Isn't this going a bit too far? How was it? The look on your face is telling Paimon that it tasted awful. Then, you mean... That's impossible! We were just talking about how gross it looked! So, would this be a case of taste bud deja vu? Paimon also gets the impression
To
that
miała być za twarz? Nie wiem, czekałem aż kamera wejdzie tak do ust, tak wiesz.
regulars.
Zobaczymy cały przełyk jej, tak czekałem, nie?
How about we go out again and try something else?
Jakbyś przeczytał poprzednią wiadomość, to byś zrozumiał. Przeczytałem. Lived a tavern. No, ale jak oni chcą to ugryźć? To jest pytanie.
Hey, Dunyarzad is sitting by herself on that bench over there.
Będzie fochnięta. Zostawiliście mnie.
We meet again. Why are you sitting here all by yourself?
Oh, I ran into some kidnappers just now, but thankfully Dia came to my rescue. I started to feel unwell after that, so I sat down here.
Kidnappers? Oh my goodness, are you hurt?
I'm okay. Dia's arm got scratched, but it isn't serious.
To było śmieszne, jakby w tym uniwersum ona umarła.
That's a big relief. But, Dunyarzad, you seem a little down today. It's the Sub-Zero's festival, and you've been looking forward to it so much.
Not at all. I've always been like this. Excessive physical exertion or strong emotions tend to aggravate my illness. Besides, no matter how amazing today may be, it is but a single day. After however many more days, my time will come to an end.
Paimon doesn't quite follow you, and Paimon feels like something's really got you down right now.
O. Zdarza się, że postaci umierają w gęszczynie? Nie.
It really is fine.
Oprócz
I don't
tej
mind.
jednej.
Huh? Did something happen?
Dunyarzad, have you ever felt deja vu? You know, like when you've already experienced something that's happening right now?
Deja vu? No. But my days have been the same for years now. Even if I were feeling deja vu, I suppose I would already be used to it.
Oh, Paimon sees. Then, is it only the two of us?
It's almost time.
Huh? Time for what?
Nilu's Dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin. Let's go.
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to debate with me. What you should be doing is finding workers to tear down this ridiculous eyesore. When we return, have the scribe draft an ordinance before the next Nyagarbaha Day that prohibits public art performances. We will publicly announce it later through the Akasha.
Understood. I will inform him when I return.
The Sub-Zero's festival. Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content.
Nilu, are you okay?
Nie.
Oh, Dunyarzad. The Grand Sage ordered us to stop the performance.
It's okay.
Tak, jak ta wredna sucz się nazywała? Co ona tam umarła?
I'm really looking forward to this.
Jakieś takie miała śmieszne imię.
It truly is unfortunate, but
Nie jakieś takie właśnie abstrakcyjne, tylko jakieś takie zwykłe
Didn't the
dosyć.
Grand Sage say that he might investigate the organizers?
True, but... well, okay. I'll just have to try again next year.
Hehe.
The next festival.
Signora!
Won't be around then.
Diabeł wie. Prawie.
Wait, what did you just say?
No, nothing. I'll be heading back to rest. Thank you for your help, everyone.
No może takie niezwykłe imię, no.
Heartless geezers did. Did Dunyarzad already go back? We should also return and get some sleep.
A co, jej prawdziwe imię to Przemek?
So, in the end, you still couldn't figure out what that deja vu feeling was all about? Maybe it really was because of exhaustion.
Rosalind? Róża?
Same here. That's why Paimon stopped thinking about it halfway through the day. Then, how about we settle in and get a good night's sleep? For now,
O, zaczyna się, bo jakieś kurwa te są.
we could do more thinking
Creepy
tomorrow.
efekty.
Observing a modest drop in the output of jnana energy, but values still remain within normal parameters.
Continue to monitor for variances in the data and find the cause as soon as possible.
Why does Paimon feel so tired after so much sleep? Anyway, we should go meet Dunyarzad right away.
Co znowu? Jeszcze raz? Najlepsza gra, naprawdę, najlepsza.
Good morning, Dunyarzad. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Not at all. I arrived early.
Huh? Paimon thinks you sound kinda tired. Did you not get enough sleep?
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry. Shall we go? Let's start with the stalls over there.
Great idea! Let's get going! Traveler?
Jakie bokeh się zrobiło w tle.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can enjoy the Sub-Zero's festival. Oh, are you interested in Yalda candies? I have some boxes of candy here. Pick whichever one you want.
Not much of a choice. All these boxes look the same.
It's not that simple. Each box contains a random flavor. It's up to the luck of the draw. Flavors include lavender melon, hara fruit, sunsetia.
They all sound pretty tasty.
And there's also lizard tail and oni kabuto.
Huh? What were those last two? She'll help me choose. Paimon wants to eat the Sunsettia flavor.
No problem. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want?
4. Nie wiem, które wybrać.
Oh, I like your confidence. No hesitation at all. Oh, congratulations! Number 4 is indeed Sunsettia.
Paimon knew she always had incredible luck. Paimon's not really interested in the other flavors.
Ah, wait. How did you know? Don't tell me that you already knew which flavor was in each box.
What? She was right about all of them?
That couldn't have been luck. How is this possible? I packed all those boxes this morning and they've been sealed ever since. You couldn't have known beforehand. Mind reading? X-ray vision? Or some kind of magic trick? This is way too freaky.
Tell us what's going on. Since when did you get superpowers? Traveler?
Oho, zaczęła się pojawiać.
Hey, where are you going? What's going on? Did you see something? Us leaving Dunyarzad without letting her know is kinda rude, you know.
Kusonari tu jest, Kusonari. Szybko. Ale o co tu chodzi na razie, kurde. Tak, magia jest normalna, ogień super, ale ekstra i to jest dziwne, no. To prawda.
What are you looking for? Why did we come here? Traveler? That's...
Co?
Look! That's... Isn't that Dunyarzad? What's happening here? Why are there 2 Dunyarzads?
You already know that this isn't your first Sub-Zero's festival, don't you? I'm sure you already know how to use this.
A knowledge capsule? Where did you get it? What's inside?
You should use it too, Paimon.
You know Paimon? Well, this seems kinda sketchy, but Paimon feels like this is what we should do. What the? This is our a single day? If it weren't for you, we wouldn't have even realized. What the heck was inside that knowledge capsule?
Your memories are still scrambled? Try your best to remember. This isn't the first time we've met, and I answered that question a long time ago.
Let Paimon think. Oh, it's coming back. Meeting you was the real catalyst for restoring our memories, and the knowledge capsule was just your means of showing our minds the way. What about everyone else? Why are you only helping the two of us?
Your sense of deja vu is stronger than everyone else's, yes? As for an explanation, you two received the blessing of Dendro, and you also have special, sensitive constitutions. It was as if a single sheet of paper was separating those memories from your consciousness. A familiar question. I think this is the 7th time you asked that. As you can see, she isn't doing well. You probably sensed it too. The Dunyarzad you were just with is different from the first Dunyarzad you met. That first Dunyarzad is in front of you right now, and she doesn't have a lot of time left. Looks like you're almost done sorting out your brain. Oh yeah, I'm Nahida.
Kurde. Nahida.
Good, you passed the test. What's happening? You can awaken our memories, and you seem like you know what's going on. Oh, wait, please don't tell Paimon even you don't know.
Everything in this world runs in a loop. This cycle is called a samsara. You, me, and everyone else are all stuck inside a one-day samsara. As for the truth, that's on you to find out. If you were told the truth instead of discovering it yourselves, it would literally blow your minds. I don't know how you'd be after that. I can only give you surface-level help, like bits of information and subtle hints. For the rest of the time, I'll be doing all I can to slow down Dunyarzad's illness.
She looks like she isn't doing well at all. Her illness gets worse after each Sub-Zero's festival.
If we can break out of the samsara, I might be able to save her. But as things are right now, she's just a small bird in the sky that's about to lose its last feathers. All I can do is raise a gale to delay her fall.
Nahida, hehe.
You sure love to use weird analogies.
Analogies are wonderful tools. They let you use existing knowledge to understand unfamiliar things. Okay, so, with what you know so far, what do you think the truth is?
Co?
We've already experienced the Sub-Zero's festival many times, and the day of the festival seems to be in a perpetual samsara. Grand Sage said, go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content. Did he mean something more? The moon, illusions, and lies. What do they all mean? What's happening right now seems to have happened before. This feeling has been getting stronger and stronger.
Wow.
My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking. That should be it. The flow of... We've already experienced this... That doesn't sound right.
Ale jazda, mogę tak wszystkie po kolei robić i po prostu ona...
That doesn't sound right. I need to carefully think things through.
Jezu, jaka ta gra jest żenująca. Masakra.
The moon, illusions, and lies. What do they all mean? That doesn't...
A time loop. You've given similarly wrong answers in the past. A pity.
Still the wrong answer? Paimon thought that made a lot of sense. It feels like time's just repeating itself.
A simple time loop can't explain some of the phenomena. You two are still missing a lot of information. Unfortunately, I can't give you any more hints.
Dunyarzad.
The Sub-Zero's festival is happening every day, but that doesn't mean we can waste an infinite amount of them. Hurry and find the truth before today's festival ends.
Let's think about our current situation. To save Dunyarzad, we have to escape the samsara of the Sub-Zero's festival. And to do that, we need to figure out what's happening. The truth. Nahida rejected the idea of a time loop, so we must have missed something, right? Paimon's memories say that we've already done this many times, but let's go talk to people again. It's more productive than sitting here and
Rukha Devata.
Why don't we start with those stall owners? Phew.
Są taki trochę zmieszane, nie wiem o co chodzi.
Hey, it's you guys again. Where's your cultured friend?
She's feeling a little unwell.
I see. Did you come back to buy something? I guarantee the freshness of my products. I harvested them from the forest just yesterday. Huh? What brought this about? I hurried back from the forest yesterday, and I'm selling produce here today. I haven't felt anything strange.
To put it another way, if you really think about it, was yesterday truly yesterday? Did you actually come back from the forest yesterday?
What kind of philosophical nonsense is this? Are you two daydreaming? Didn't you know that no one dreams in Sumeru? Go somewhere else if you want to find someone to daydream with.
Nikt nie śni tutaj?
He actually has a point. Is this a dream? Is everyone dreaming? True. It's so weird that people here don't dream. Why is that? Anyway, if this all really were just a dream, we would have woken up a long time ago. Let's keep asking around.
Oh, it's you two. Was my divination so accurate that you felt compelled to compliment me in person? Ooh, I knew it! I told you, the god's divination is highly accurate. You just hadn't fully understood its significance yet.
You're really excited about this, huh? That's exactly why we came back. Help us better understand it.
Help you better understand it? Well, that isn't exactly what I excel at.
So, you're admitting that you don't have a clue?
Anyway, what kind of situation did you get into? Huh? Hold on a second. I thought you guys just lost your wallet or fell for a scam. What you just said, are you serious? Does that kind of thing actually happen in real life?
Paimon knew you weren't going to believe it.
Marvelous. Truly marvelous. I believe you. Recall the interpretation of your divination, the moon, illusions, and lies. It really felt like an omen.
When you say it like that, the divination does sound like it's related to what's going on. Can you read any more into it?
I believe that the Archon's revelations are never more than vague hints. Anything more specific is beyond
Raczej Bóg
the
musi
reach
kogoś
of your
przeruchać, zanim
mortals.
umrze, ale nie zbyt dużo, żeby nie było walki pomiędzy
If you
nimi.
trust your instincts and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
Zjem batona sobie.
So that's how it is. Looks like fortune telling is just fortune telling. It's no good for practical problems. We haven't made any progress. Who else can we talk to? Paimon remembers that we tried talking to her a couple of times, but she always thinks we're playing pranks on her. You think she'll brush us off again? Yeah, if we tap into Dia's strong sense of responsibility as a mercenary, then she'll definitely take us seriously. At this time of day, Dia's probably just
A jak tam
finished
Ilon?
beating up those
Dalej
kidnappers.
pieprzy głupoty na eksie?
I'm fine, my lady. It's just a scratch.
Perfect timing. Both of you are here.
Paimon, traveler, you came at just the right time. Listen, there was a dangerous Huh? You saw? Then why didn't you jump in earlier? If someone was protecting Miss Dunyarzad, I could have went all out. Anyway, can you do something for me?
You want the traveler to take Dunyarzad somewhere to rest up while you check to see if there's still any kidnappers around. Did Paimon get that right?
How did you know what I was going to say?
We need to say something convincing.
People in Sumeru don't dream. What a strange phenomenon. Dia sold her greatsword to raise additional funds. And then she was injured because she wasn't used to her new weapon. The moon, illusions, and lies. What do they all mean? My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking. That doesn't sound...
Tell her, traveler!
I didn't tell anyone about that. Including Miss Dunyarzad. You couldn't have known. And just now, you literally took the words right out of my mouth. What's going on?
All right, so this is the situation.
It's kinda hard to believe what you just told me. First, let me make something clear. Most of us desert dwellers might not be the scholarly type, but we do have basic common sense.
No nieźle.
She's quieter than usual, uninterested in anything, and really gloomy.
Yeah, she isn't the same as before, but her parents said that this is how she was like at first.
Huh? At first?
I don't quite understand what you're all talking about. I'll go rest on the bench over there.
My lady, are you angry? All right, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt since you knew about my greatsword. Let's make this a quick trip. Miss Dunyarzad isn't completely safe here.
Ale o co chodzi? Idziemy do tawerny? Na jedzonko?
Nahida, we brought a friend. Are you busy?
I thought I told you that it won't help to bring anyone here.
We just wanted her to see the real Dunyarzad's condition.
The real Dunyarzad? Where and who are you talking to?
Huh?
I told you that you two are special. Other people can't see me or Miss Dunyarzad here.
Hold on. Over there. Is that?
Wow, how perceptive. Does she have invisible antennae?
Miss Dunyarzad, she's lying down here, isn't she? How's she doing?
Her condition's really bad, and she's basically in a coma. How did you know she was here?
I can sense her aura. There are also lingering feelings of something like regret or disappointment. What
O co
happened?
chodzi w tej misji? Kurde, naprawdę, gówno zaczyna wpadać w wiatrak.
The Sub-Zero's festival has been repeating itself. So, you think the sages are behind this?
Yeah, they've always been against us. Wouldn't surprise me if they're using the Akasha to intentionally repeat the Sub-Zero's festival as a sick joke.
You have a point. Aside from the Dendro Archon, the Academia's sages are the only ones in Sumeru who could pull off something like this. Maybe there's more to the Akasha than we know.
Rakieta mu wybuchła. Nice.
Right. Didn't you awaken our memories using something that looked like a knowledge capsule?
I co, ilu ludzi zwolnił za
Know
to?
something about the Akasha.
The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people.
A gnosis could do that? No wonder the Akasha is so magical. It's being powered by the gnosis of Sumeru's Archon.
So,
Gdzie
this
rozbiła się ta
Nahida you
rakieta?
mentioned.
Gdzieś nad oceanem?
She said, and Paimon quotes,
Czy w Chinach?
the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate.
Na jakąś małą wieś,
It is
400
the
milionów ludzi.
manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and it grants knowledge to the people.
Compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and grants knowledge to the people. Wait. I get the grants knowledge part. That's what people have always used the Akasha for. But compiling the entire populace's wisdom? How does that work?
Did she mean that the
Liczę na Chin.
enter new knowledge?
Ale to tylko mała wieś, 400 milionów ludzi.
Oh yeah, that sounds about right. What do you think?
W 2 dni postawię większą.
People in Sumeru don't... That doesn't sound right. I need... My mind feels exhausted.
You mean the Akasha is causing our mental fatigue? Huh. Now that I think about it, my head's been feeling unusually heavy. When the desert dwellers set off on their quest for knowledge, a sage once said, knowledge always comes at a price. Compiling the entire country's knowledge. You think the Akasha pulled a 180 and is extracting information from us? Who knows? The Akasha can put knowledge into our heads, so who's to say that it can't also poke around in there? We don't know any specifics.
What's the point of doing something like that?
Just think about it. If you could combine the knowledge of every single person in Sumeru, then you can basically turn Sumeru City into a single massive brain. This hive mind could make breakthroughs in problems that even the smartest geniuses can't crack.
An excellent deduction. And the analogy comparing Sumeru City to a massive brain? I love it.
Inne zdarzyć by coś nie wiadomo co o księżyc.
For Akasha terminals right away. Maybe that'll solve this problem.
Yeah.
Brzmi jak
I was
jakiś
only
fake news,
wearing
ale
this for
ciekawe.
show in the first place. Didn't expect the sages to cook up such a conspiracy. Mark my words. When this is over, I'm getting evidence and exposing this whole thing to the public.
How does everyone feel? Huh? What is it? Oh, that! Paimon knows what you're talking about. It's a single soft beep that sounds like it's coming from the Akasha terminal.
The sound of a beep. Could it be a prompt tone for when the Akasha is operating?
Oho.
That's probably an important clue. We weren't using our terminals, but we heard a beep anyway. Traveler, did you hear that?
I heard it too. Our ears aren't messing with us. There was definitely a beep, but it sounded like it was coming from inside my head. We took off our Akasha terminals.
Phase runtime has exceeded its expected length. At this rate, there may be casualties.
But we cannot lose all of our progress.
Paimon remembers everything!
Good. You adapted quickly this time.
We definitely took off our Akasha terminals last night, but we still heard that beep. Why is that?
No właśnie.
But now we can at least confirm one thing. The Akasha definitely has something to do with whatever's trapping us in this cycle. Oh, Paimon doesn't get it. Why would the Akasha go this far if all it wants is everybody's wisdom?
It's extremely difficult for lab rats in an experiment to understand why they're being treated the way they are.
If we're lab rats, then what are you? Nihida, you've never told us anything about yourself.
I guess I'm the moon.
The moon? Wasn't that the result of our divination?
Anyway, knowing who I
No z tymi
am
Hindusami
won't
to ja
help me get
pamiętam, że
closer
coś
to the
było,
truth.
ale kurde
So you
co?
should focus on other things.
Co, jak i kiedy? To nie wiem. Szczerze
Don't
mówiąc.
miss any clues.
Okay then. Dia helped us a lot yesterday, so let's go find her. If Paimon's reading the time correctly, those kidnappers should be showing up soon.
Drugi bonitek. Tym razem taki... O, Tofi. Co to był za loading dziwny? O Jezu. W tej grze są loadingi? tego typu? W sensie takie z obrazkami?
Ah, there you are. I've already taken care of those kidnappers. My lady, did you get hurt?
Dia?
What's wrong? Why are you both gawking at me like that?
You didn't get hurt this time.
Huh? What do you mean this time? Why are you so surprised?
Nauczyła
that
się
you
korzystać
managed
z
to get out
miecza.
unscathed? Those kids were amateurs. Shh! How did you know about my greatsword? I haven't told anyone about it. Please, don't tell Miss Dunyarzad.
So Dia's lost her memories after all.
Anything strange? You already know that I got a new greatsword. If I had to say something, it's weird how such a new weapon could feel so familiar. It's as if I've already used it to fight a countless number of battles.
You're saying that although you don't remember using it, your body feels like it does?
That's right. Both mercenaries and warriors heavily rely on muscle memory. Only knowing the theory of battle won't get you anywhere.
Traveler, what do you think? Yeah, Paimon's feeling really hopeful. Oh, you're right! Earlier in the Samsara, something like this would have never happened.
I have no clue what you two are talking about, but it's still dangerous here, so...
So you want us to take Dunyarzad somewhere else to rest while you check if there are still more kidnappers around, right?
How did you know what I was gonna say? Can you read minds?
Forget it. Go and do your thing.
A, to nie są loadingi, tylko skipowanie fabuły.
It's finally nighttime. Aside from Dia not getting injured, everything seems to have stayed the same. Listen, Nahida, we found out that Dia got out just fine today, even though she got injured every other time she fought the kidnappers. Do you think the Samsara has been broken? Have we saved Dunyarzad?
Really? Good job on all that progress. Get some good sleep tonight.
Hey, what kind of an answer is that?
Tomorrow will come. Everyone assumes this is common knowledge, but the only way you can know that for sure is if you experience tomorrow. How many todays has it been? Is it possible that today will be followed by yesterday? Does tomorrow truly exist as anything beyond a made-up concept? It's even possible that this entire world is a lie, and the history of the whole world has just been
Ale
one
wjechała, nie?
endless Sub-Zero's festival.
Okay, no more. Paimon's brain is already shut down.
O, Paimon, dokładnie.
That's why it makes no sense to waste your energy thinking about things you will learn tomorrow. Get some good rest. You know, use the bathroom and flush your anxiety dookie away.
Huh? Hold on, what did you just say? Did Paimon hear you correctly?
Huh? People always say they feel a sense of relief after they take a duk-duk. That's why I suggested you could try that. Is that so strange?
It's so strange and so against common sense that Paimon's at a loss for words. Yeah, even though it's happy and lively at the Sub-Zero's festival every day, it feels like it's been a long time since we've really gotten to relax. Let's go back to our room.
Beep!
Continue the harvest. Compared to what we stand to achieve, these sacrifices are trivial.
We're still in the same day. Nahida, You already knew last night that we didn't break out of the samsara? Why did you tell us?
Would there have been a point? You would have spent the night with new worries, with tomorrow still out of reach. In that case, you might as well rest within that brief moment of hope. An opportunity like that doesn't come by often, and I thought it might help you clear your minds.
Paimon-san Duke did that! Oh, whatever. Guess you were looking out for us after all.
Of course. In the time we've been together, you two have been everything to me.
Paimon's flattered and everything, but maybe you're taking things a little fast.
What I mean is, even though I had asked you to solve this puzzle, you two are still the only ones who can see me and sense my presence. In other words, if you weren't here, I may as well not exist. That's why you two have been everything to me. Get it?
Nahira's talking about confusing stuff again.
No co tu chodzi?
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. So, Traveler, did the new clues yesterday help you gain a new understanding of the situation?
Huh? Why are you scrapping your previous theory? Oh yeah, you're right! Gosh, how did we not notice that? In a simple time loop, people's physical conditions should also reset.
So, what's your new hypothesis?
Oh, body.
Okay, that doesn't sound right. Mercenaries rely heavily on muscle memory. And deep... I can't... That doesn't... If all our memories of a day are erased at the end of that day, then we would unwittingly relive that same day.
Oh, then the beep we hear every night could just be indicating the deletion of our memories. That's why when we wake up, everyone thinks the Sub-Zero's festival hasn't happened yet. It's already the next day, but everyone still thinks it's the day before. But muscle memory can't be erased. That's why Dia has been getting better at using her greatsword. Now everything makes sense.
A brilliant deduction.
Nahida, tell us if we're right or wrong.
To put it simply, it's as if you've mistaken a pyro crystal fly for a firefly in the night. You lost sight of its true nature because you focused too much on your perception that it glows.
Jesus.
Why don't you go talk to Miss Dia again? You might learn something new.
Right! She did help us find our latest clue after all. Let's go!
Obliczaj naprawdę komunikacji, nie zrobiłeś dostarczająco dużo kroków. Tak, to jest to. Mówię jak człowiek, panie filozof, dokładnie, nie?
There you are. Really took me a while to find you.
As expected, Dia also didn't get hurt today.
Get hurt? Why would I? Don't underestimate me.
Well, you're still getting used to your new greatsword.
Huh. Truth be told, I also think it's pretty strange. It just suddenly felt so familiar in my hands and... wait a second! How did you know I got a new greatsword to begin with? I didn't tell anyone about it.
Traveler, could you explain the situation to her today? Paimon, oh, that works.
What happened to you guys while I was gone? Did you get brainwashed by some cult?
Don't think too hard about it. Just take what we're saying at face value.
All right then, let me get this straight.
Mówisz do Boga
You're
wiedzy
telling
bez
me that my
umiejętności
body's
społecznych.
already gotten used to this great sword, but my brain just doesn't
Ma
remember
zajebisty
it?
design, naprawdę.
Your memory's being erased every day.
Then I'd have to disagree. That's impossible.
Oh? Why do you think that?
If we've actually been reliving the Sub-Zeru's festival day after day, then what happened to the things we used, the money we spent, the food we ate? Common sense says my wallet should have emptied itself a long time ago. There's no way I wouldn't have noticed that.
Right. They could use the Akasha to record what everyone did that day, and then use the city's resources to replenish everything. It's not very likely, but it's also not impossible.
No, it is impossible. I've got proof.
You have proof? Where?
You two are surprisingly serious about this nonsensical discussion. Fine, I'll play along for a little longer. Come with me, Miss Dunyarzad. Please come along as well. I still can't guarantee that this area is safe.
Paimon can't believe it's Dia who wants to show us something this time. 2 days ago, we...
This is it.
Huh? This is a wooden training dummy. What about it?
See those marks on the dummy? Those are the result of several days' worth of practice. Let's say the sages didn't replace it every day. Shouldn't it be hacked to pieces by now?
That's true, but what if they did?
Then the sages would have had to reproduce every mark I left during previous training sessions. I'm a professional fighter. My martial school has always emphasized the importance of refined control. The force, angle, and entry point of each strike is calculated and deliberate. That's why I remember every mark on the dummy, as well as my state of mind as I made each strike. It's just as they say, each swordsman has their own unique style, and even the same swordsman can't make the same cut twice. It would be impossible to copy these marks.
Is it really impossible? What if they use some fancy machine to carve every single mark?
People often say that a camera's photo can never replace an artist's painting because the former has no spirit to it. The same thing applies
Kamera
here.
przez K?
At a mere glance, I can differentiate carved marks from the results of combat training.
To ma sens, no.
Whew, I hope that cleared things up for you. Hey, is this that new brain exercise game that's been super popular with the scholars lately? It's surprisingly fun. Anyway, it's getting late. I should escort Miss Dunyarzad to Nilu's stage. See you later.
See you tomorrow, yesterday.
Back to square one. Is our memory deletion theory also wrong? But at least we've reached some other conclusions in the meantime. Yep, that's true. So, can we think of any new ideas right
Wszyscy
now?
jesteśmy podłączeni do jakichś maszyn i żyjemy w jakimś dziwnym uniwersum.
Strange? Paimon feels like everything's been strange lately.
Dlatego słyszymy te bip.
Huh? Leaving the city? You're right! It's really strange how we never thought of such a simple solution! Many things should become clear if we can confirm the flow of time outside of the city. Paimon can't believe it! Did we miss this because we're tunnel visioning too hard on our other theories? Or because we're just too tired? How about we go back and ask Nahida? Maybe we've forgotten something about
Tu
leaving the
Matrix,
city.
tak. Matrix naprawdę istnieje. Jest anime grą. Mam 3900 czegoś tam. Co to jest? Aha. W ten sposób. Była gra z Matrixa? Tak, ale nie była anime.
Did you find something new? Sort of. We're mostly sure now that we're not in a time loop. And we also aren't in the real world. But at the same time... leaving the city. As far as I remember, you've mentioned your plans to do that twice before. We did? But we don't remember anything. What happened after we talked about those plans? What did we say when we got back? Let me think. I don't think you ever actually told me what the outcome was. Oh, it's probably more accurate to say that both times you never came back the whole night. But you two sometimes stay out the entire night anyway, so at the time, I didn't think too much about it. It is true that sometimes we lose track of time during our investigations. Before we know it, it'll already be the next day. But still, neither of us remember anything about leaving town. Really? That's kinda strange. In theory, I should have already awakened all your memories. Yep. Something here's definitely fishy. Let's get to the bottom of this tomorrow. Our memories are back! About that... Well, where should Paimon begin? Traveler, aside from your memories that were just restored, I have another message for you.
Jaką wiadomość?
Listen to it and you'll understand.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zero's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
Traveler, you should be missing 2 days worth of memories. Paimon will fill you in. It's time to carry out our plan from yesterday. Okay, let's go!
Ja pierdzielę. Odtwarzam wersję wydarzeń sprzed 2 dni.
Why can't we leave the city? What is the academia up to now?
Don't ask me. It's not like I can tell you anything. This is a direct order from the Grand Sage. Just wait until tomorrow.
I have a real emergency. My goods have already arrived at Port Ormos. If I don't hurry, they'll be stolen.
That's your problem. Make sure you make a request in advance next time.
But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
It looks like the Academia already announced a lockdown for Sumeru City today. How completely unsurprising. Let's go and question them. Hello, sir. Why can't we leave the city today?
Here we go again. Don't ask me. I don't know either. We just received an order that no one is allowed to enter or exit.
Ale biczenie to tak naprawdę mikrofala jednego z uczonych pilnujących całości.
Angering me won't get you anywhere. If I had that kind of insider info, I would have left this stupid post long ago.
It looks like he really doesn't know. If we can't get anything out of him, let's take matters into our own hands. Why don't we climb over the walls? Those guards can't be everywhere at once. This is a good spot, and the guard hasn't noticed us at all. Let's hurry! Huh? Why? Are you going to leave Paimon behind? But what if things get really weird out there and you get into some trouble? Then Paimon won't be able to help you. too much, but we've always been together. Okay.
Ej, zatrzymaliśmy pętlę.
Promise Paimon that you'll come back as soon as possible. And please, be careful. Memories! Traveler! Paimon would never see you again. You just disappeared. Paimon waited for you for hours and hours at the city wall and you never came back. You promised Paimon that you were only taking a quick look.
Paimon, calm down. She's here now. I don't think she understood what you were saying.
Paimon doesn't care. Paimon wanted to go look for you, but you also said that Paimon should stay. Paimon was so worried and so scared the entire day.
I won't leave you behind.
Okay. Paimon will forgive you. The most important thing is that you didn't actually disappear. Oh, Paimon was so scared that you had gone into another world.
Okay, Paimon, can you tell us your perspective of what really happened yesterday? I see. Using two people's different perspectives.
After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you disappeared in an instant. No way! Paimon was watching you with the fullest attention.
What's your perspective, Traveler? You sure you don't have any memory of this? I guess that explains everything. You also lost your memories the last 2 times you tried to leave the city. Those days' memories can't be awoken.
So, if we leave the city, our memories will be completely erased? It really sounds like something big outside of the city is being hidden on purpose. But this way, we'll also never discover what's outside.
O co tu chodzi? Panie.
Something like a message? But how can we send it back?
Don't look at me like that. I'm not used to being stared at. Well... Okay. You want something that can pass on messages, right? Give me some time and take care of Dunyarzad for me.
Yep, now we're talking.
Jaka reżyseria, proszę cię, jak Stanley Kubrick normalnie.
I'm done. Here you go.
What? Isn't this just an Akasha terminal?
I made some little changes.
Pluszek Paimona.
Terminals are already
Chciałbym na
capable of
maksa.
sending messages. I just tweaked it so that it can connect to any node.
Są jakieś pluszaki z gęszlina?
Like this? Nahida,
Znaczy,
you really know the Akasha like the
wiem,
back
że
of
jakieś
your
są.
hand. Anyway, we can use this now to record a message, right?
Yep. I'll help you save the messages. It should be pretty easy to use. I just can't guarantee the user's status and signal coverage when they're outside the city.
We'll never know until we try. At least we're taking the initiative now. Let's go then. Let's expose those sages.
200? Za Paimonkę?
Paimon isn't as worried about being... Okay, see you tomorrow, traveler. That covers everything that's happened so far.
Yes. Although the signal was choppy and had some interference, we still managed to receive 2 messages from you when you were outside.
Okay, now that you understand what's going on...
Oficjalny merch. A gdzie można kupić oficjalny merch? I skąd on leci? Znaczy domyślam się skąd.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zero's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them. I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. Impossible and surreal sights. All these spaces are empty, except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets rather than people. I can't sense any human presence.
That's one heck of an info dump. It sounds like you left the Sumeru City space when you set foot outside of the walls. But everything looked completely normal when Paimon was looking out from the inside. That's unbelievable. And if we take your word for it, the other spaces all had very weird contents.
There's another part here. I only received it last night.
These spaces have been disappearing, one after the other, absorbed by something like a sun in the sky. And now, even the final space has also disappeared. Behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air. I get it now. Those spaces are actually...
Why did the message end right there? What did the traveler want to say? What are those spaces?
Probably because yesterday just happened to end at that moment.
Oh, right. Paimon did hear a beep from the Akasha. Did it come from here or from the message?
The message. It should have come from the Traveler's Akasha terminal.
After the beep, Traveler said even the final spaces also disappeared.
Traveler, what do you think that final space could have been?
My impression is that each day...
Oh, so that's what it is! After the sound of
Takie
the beep,
patrz.
the final space, the Sub-Zero's festival, also disappears, and we're taken to the next day. Later on, Traveler also mentioned a bunch of new spaces materializing.
Ale śmieszna ta Hutao.
Do lots of new spaces appear
The fuck?
every day? Paimon's head
Tak jakby Bubblehead, tylko ten. Oh my god. Zajebioza. Ile takie coś? 150 zł. Wow, 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 wow.
Archon War. At its heart, it was just a game where a bunch of gods fought over 7 seats. So no matter how strange or spooky things may look on the surface, maybe all they point to in the end is a small and simple secret.
Wow, the Archon War, huh? That's an analogy and a half. Hey, where are you going?
Jeszcze nasza bohaterka w ogóle nie informuje nikogo o tym, że gdzieś idzie. No elo, idę se, pierdol się. Ale nie będę kłamał, ten akt jest bardzo męczący. W sensie, kurde, mój mózg próbuje się skumać, o co chodzi, a to już trwa 2 godziny. What the fuck? My już 2 godziny tą misję prowadzimy. Mocna rzecz.
Do you want some alone time to think? All right then, Paimon won't disturb you.
The dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin. I'm going to go watch it.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead, Dunyarzad? We still have some other stuff to do first.
Okay then. See you later.
Have you figured it out yet, Traveler? Time is ticking away. Awesome! What is it? Paimon wants to know. Oh, wait, no. Let's meet up with Nahida first. You can tell us both together. This time, we're gonna get to the truth.
Empty Illusions. Dobra, Paimon. To jest czas. Co tu się zadziało? Był duszek Hutao w tej czapce jako lampka nocna, ale wyprzedany. Lampka nocna, kto tego używa?
I've been waiting forever for you two. Judging by the looks on your faces, are you ready to take your Sub-Zero's exam and Okay. First off, have you discovered the hidden truth?
All the bizarre spaces I saw out. All the bizarre spaces. All the the moon, illusions, and light. People in all the bizarre. Those spaces remind me of dreams. That doesn't sound. We've already experienced. We've already experienced. Okay. All the bizarre. That doesn't.
Okay.
We are all in a dream. It isn't that the people of Sumeru don't dream. Rather, the Akasha is taking their dreams from them.
People in Sumeru think they don't dream, but the truth is the Akasha steals their dreams without them knowing it. And those spaces with no human presence are stolen dreams without their host. That would explain why they sounded so weird when she was trying to describe them. Huh. So people in Sumeru do dream after all. In fact, we're all in one big dream together right now.
Correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that the Akasha is capable of this?
O, pluszaki! O, wait. Co?
It compiles the list. It is the
Oh, okay. Those dream-controlling creatures in the
Słodziaki.
forest also get their power from the Dendro
Ale mieć ten... ale mieć pluszaka przy kluczach? Czy ile ja mam? 5 lat? Nie ma co rozważać, ale po co?
Dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most active when they're dreaming. In other words, dreams are rich bundles of human wisdom.
Pluszaki za 500. No, czy jakby miał 2 metry wzrostu, to spoko. 500 to normalna cena, nie?
Paimon remembers her saying that the sages think dreams are foolish delusions, and the fact that no one dreams is a blessing from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. So it was all a dirty trick? The real story is that the sages from the academia are using the Akasha to steal people's dreams for their own use, huh?
Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about the samsara?
My mind Grand Sage. We've already experienced. That doesn't sound. Those dreamscape.
Correct. The Akasha is keeping each person's brain in a constant dream state, but also separating their consciousness from their own dream. Their disembodied consciousness is placed
To też
inside the
fajne.
collective dream of the Sub-Zero
O!
Festival along
To
with
jest,
everyone
to jest,
else's,
to jest coś.
while their now vacant dreams are
One
harvested
są
by the
pluszowe?
Akasha. No one is any the
Tak się
wiser
wydaje
as
na
another
zdjęciach
day
często to
passes
jest.
in the dream, and so begins
Finger dolls.
another samsara cycle. People wake up to yet another
Fajne,
dream
no.
about the Sub-Zero's festival. The dreams that belong to them are once again harvested by the Akasha, and so it continues.
Na super pluszaki w tym sklepie? No tak wiesz, fajne, ale serio?
And the Akasha is a dream harvesting machine. Did Paimon get that analogy right?
Very good, Paimon. Using analogies well is an excellent habit to get into.
Okay, so that beep we keep hearing is actually from our real-life Akasha terminals. Taking off our terminals in this dream doesn't do anything.
All right, last question. Who am I?
They say
So you noticed. I thought that one would be the hardest question. That's why I put it last.
That wasn't hard at all. Even Paimon guessed that. Everything about you is different. We just didn't want to expose you is all. Now that you mention it, Nahida, you've been hinting to us since the very beginning. It's funny. Thinking back to when we were asking all over the place for info about Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Yes, those can wait until we're back in real life. On the other hand, I'd be happy to answer any more questions you have about here and now. You asked me this question before. My answer was, it would literally blow your minds. Now that you know this is all a dream, this answer should hopefully make more sense. Have you heard the saying, don't wake a sleepwalker? Likewise, if someone suddenly had told you all this instead of you learning it on your own, your notion of reality and dream would be thrown into irreversible confusion. I couldn't expose you to that kind of risk. That's why I could only give you very subtle hints and some suggestions. Long story short, I'm really sorry I had to keep you guessing. Deceiving the people of Sumeru with no regard for their safety. No matter what they're trying to do, this is unforgivable. After we end the Sub-Zero's festival, Samsara, we have to look into them.
How can the sages of the Academia do this behind their Archon's back? This is ridiculous!
In the end, I'm just the moon. The real sun is long gone.
A sun and a moon? Nahida's talking in riddles again.
Figurki? Ninwang? Nice, na tym tronie. Hit.
See you then.
Ale pewnie droga jest kurwesyn. O Jezu, $400.
Good morning, Nahida. Wait, now that Paimon remembers everything, should we instead say good morning, Lesser Lord Kusanali? Hey, what's wrong, Nahida? You don't look
I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct.
Did Dunyarzad already disappear? No way. Are we too late?
The real Dunyarzad's consciousness has indeed disappeared. It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting.
Paimon can't believe it. Wait, so what about that other Dunyarzad? Just what is she? Is she also going to disappear?
She's actually something like a puppet, but not completely. The real Dunyarzad's consciousness could no longer keep playing her role in this dream. So another Dunyarzad appeared to replace her in the dream. Just like the grass and the trees, that Dunyarzad is just a building block of the dream that helps to keep it going.
But Personality-wise, she's nothing like the real Dunyarzad.
Puppets are stiff and can't copy a living person's vitality. After all, they're just there as filler. You know, speaking of which, the old Dunyarzad might not have been too different from a puppet.
Dunyarzad truly believed that she met you within her consciousness, and it was you who inspired her. So you do remember her after all.
Yes. Back then, her family was overly protective of her. No one cared about her personality or thoughts. It was as if she only lived to stall her Elazar. I just gave her a little wisdom so she could look at life in a new way.
1700, what
so
the
that
fuck?
she could be her own person. But even so, she's still far from it. I'm still a long way off from being a real Archon. I couldn't even save her. If I were a competent Archon, I wouldn't have let my most faithful follower die at the Sub-Zero's festival with so many regrets.
Please don't beat yourself up over it, Nahida. It's the sage's fault, and theirs alone.
I'm not beating myself up. All I did was to rationally observe the distance between myself and a real Archon.
Don't be like that, Nahida. Even real Archons are still allowed to be sad.
To prevent more tragedies like this, we must end the samsara as soon as possible.
Great, but how do we do that?
Although the Sub-Zero's festival dream is under the Akasha's control, only humans can dream. Even the Akasha is unable to create them. That means this dream belongs to a host who created it.
Huh? So, how should we find that person?
Well, if this is someone's dream, then everything here must come from deep within their consciousness. Which means, with the power of imagination, they can change
Power of
anything in this dream.
imagination.
Imagination? What do you mean by that?
Imagination means breaking through what you perceive as normal. Like when a server at a tavern brings a plate to you, you'd naturally assume that food is on it. However, if you're the dream's host and you become aware that you're dreaming,
KDA Akali, oho, League of Legends wchodzi na teren.
the dream will respond in kind, and the server really will bring you gold and mora. But right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. No matter how many times they're served, it will always be food.
Mi trochę już zeszło ciśnienie na kupowanie figurek i tego typu podobnych gadżetów. Raczej już nie potrzebuję. Trochę wyrosłem z tego.
How are we going to find them, though? If it could be anyone, it'd be like looking for a needle in a haystack. And even if we did find them, how are we supposed to make them realize they're dreaming? After all, like you said, don't wake a sleepwalker.
It's extremely difficult, yes. But the only ones who can do it are you two. Remember, everything you've achieved up to this point has all been for the sake of finding the host and ending the samsara. As for me, during this time, I'll be out of town.
Out of town? Are you going to that place full of dreams where the traveler went?
Yes, I want to try something. There must still be a small wisp of possibility. Naringo! Dreams are supposed to be fantastical,
Lumin?
romantic, and
To
full
jest ta
of
główna
pleasant
bohaterka, tak?
surprises. Unnecessary things like this samsara need to end.
Paimon's still a little upset that we've come this far, only for Dunyarzad to...
Tu co?
She was such a good person, with such a simple wish. But fate was against her. Yeah, saving Dunyarzad is what kept us going this whole time. But we mustn't lose hope, Traveler. Dunyarzad would definitely want to see us save everyone else. So let's break the samsara for her sake. Paimon's wondering, do you think the sages would get one of their own to be the host of this stream? Feels like it would be easier to control it that way, no? Huh. That's true. Plus, the sages probably weren't counting on there being other factors beyond their control, like Nahida and us. So, who do you think the host of the dream is? Oh, that would make sense. Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, is a symbol of the whole Sub-Zero's festival, right? Pretty core character. Let's go ask him some questions, shall we?
Czyli jak ta gra ma długi akt. Ten pierwszy akt też był taki długi? Bo już mi się kurde mózg klasuje. No teraz tu się odpierdziela. Okej. Night of Flowers.
You're back. You left in a hurry last time. Is everything okay?
Everything's fine. Just, it's a little hard to explain. Would you mind taking part in a little experiment with us?
An experiment? That came out of nowhere. I'm listening, though. What do you need me to do?
Could you make a wish?
You want me to make a wish? Is that a new Sub-Zero's festival tradition or something?
Less questions, more wishing!
Okay. My wish. Okay. I'm a little nervous saying this out loud, but I want Miss Dunyarzad to be happy.
Oho.
I noticed earlier that she looked a bit down, and she wasn't really talking to anyone. She just doesn't seem like herself. She's always so gentle and kind, and all the kids love her. I've also wondered if the reason she asked me to be Ferris Knight of Flowers is because I'm special to her, or something.
So, you have a crush on Dunyarzad?
Oh, is it that obvious? After what I just said, I guess it is. When she placed the hat of the Knight of Flowers onto my head, she said to me, I want everyone to have a happy Sub-Zero's festival. What she didn't realize was that I'm not that interested in how everyone else feels. In that moment, I just wanted to be her Knight of Flowers for the rest of my life. 50 years, 100 years, I'll serve her till the end of time. Okay, yeah, that was a bit much. Felt like the right moment to get it off my chest, but that was pretty embarrassing. Okay, I'm ready to make my wish. I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face. Here goes.
Please come true.
Please come true.
I'm gonna open my eyes. Oh, you're...
What?
Faki? Sorry, but only one portion of Yalda candies per person. Back home you go. Nice try, you two. Anyway, never mind. I don't need to see her appear right in front of me. As long as she's happy.
Guess he isn't the host of this stream after all. Should have expected it wouldn't be this easy.
To pewnie będzie ta danych.
It seems like everyone who knows Dunyarzad loves her, but none of them has any idea that she...
My lady, step back.
That sounds like Tia! Oh, right. This is when Dunyarzad bumps into the kid. Huh? But Tia can handle them. Hey, traveler!
Nazywajmy ją Dunkierka.
Oh, it's you. Great timing. Please take... Hey, this is my job. The homie Yannis pay me, not you. Ugh, fine, all right. Knock yourself out. Why are you so worked up anyway? It's not like I don't trust your fighting skills. Anyway, watch yourself.
So you got yourself some backup. Suit yourself. You're going down.
O, jest walka.
I must leave no stone unturned, as a dutiful maid would. Leave it all to me.
Traveler, were you just taking your anger out on those guys? You and Nahida both. Dunyarzad wouldn't want to see you two like this. Oh, and speaking of her, remember how during the first Sub-Zero's festival, before this, she said it was because she had forgotten? Okay, so Paimon's memory is working so far. Anyway, Paimon also remembers that, yeah, this is the place. It's rude to enter other people's spaces without permission, but desperate times call for desperate measures. Hey, the windows are unlocked. Okay, Paimon's good.
Powiedzenie zależy od regionu.
This was only a temporary residence, so there was pretty much nothing inside except this. Should we open it? Wow. Dunyarzad wrote all of this. Sounds like she was always thinking of us even while we were away. Even though she was also busy preparing for the Sub-Zero's festival and had all her health problems to worry about. She must have wanted to give this to us as a gift on the day of the Sub-Zero's festival, right? If we hadn't found this book, we never would have known. But now that we know, we can't even thank her. Hey! Where are you off to?
Gdzie teraz? Dla mnie ziemniak. No dla mnie to jest ziemnior. Pyrka. Kartofelek.
It's Dunyarzad's puppet. Traveler? You must be exhausted. Come to think of it, we've been stuck in this place for a really, really long time. Heck, even the last time we were chatting happily with Dunyarzad feels like an eternity ago. Paimon still remembers when we were sitting here, and the way her eyes sparkled when she talked about Nilu's dance of Sub-Zerus.
There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any regrets.
That was what the real Dunyarzad said, wasn't it? Does that mean...
Yes, traveler. What is...
Oh, so she's still just a puppet. But just now, how come... What? Where are we going this time?
Co masz do mojej wiochy? Nic, nawet szacunku.
If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single event organizer. The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency. I advise that you exercise tact.
How did things turn out like this? Traveler? You don't have to get involved. He's a sage from the academia. I don't want to drag you into this.
Traveler?
Traveler? What the heck are you doing? If you get arrested by the academia, that's another day gone to waste!
Mam pole, ale go nie używam. He.
Wait, they're not reacting. Have they been scared stiff? Oh, of course! If this is the sage's plan, they wouldn't put themselves through this. So they're just substitutes.
What is this? What happened to the Grand Sage and his entourage? Like I said, they symbolize the goddess of flowers. It's just a shame that all the real Padisarahs went extinct after her death.
Yes. The Greater Lord brought forth new Padisarahs in memory of the goddess of flowers. But she ultimately could never truly replicate that beautiful shade of purple.
That beautiful shade of purple. Aren't these flowers real Padisarahs? Just like the ones from the legend? I didn't even notice. Dunyarzad, did you find these?
But didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct after the goddess of flowers passed away? So, how?
Yeah. What's going on here? Huh? You guys are acting weird. But okay, I'll try. Hey!
They disappeared! So Nilu's the host! What a surprise!
O, mamy ją.
Purple Padisarahs don't exist in the real world anymore. But in Nilu's subconscious, they can appear as decorations on the stage. It's just like the example Nahida told us.
Czyli pod lasem mieszkasz. Pola pod lasem. Podlasie. No?
Real Padisarahs in the
Tomek pasuje, jakby był z Podlasia, no.
So when you
Jest taki
saw the
dziwny, no.
flowers, you instantly knew it was Nilu? But if we want to end the samsara, we need the host to become aware that they're dreaming. How should we make Nilu realize realize that.
Am I dreaming?
Huh?
So I'm right. Is
Jeszcze
this
gorzej.
Lesser Lord
Współczuję.
Personally responding to our celebration of the Sub-Zero's festival?
Wrong guess, but you aren't completely wrong either. The point is, what made you think this is a dream? As far as you know, people in Sumeru don't dream, right?
Yeah, but have you heard the tale of the first sage? To prevent a calamity, he went on a journey to find the Dendro Archon.
Ooh, sounds familiar. Dunyarzad told us a story like that when we first arrived in Sumeru City. So it was about the first sage, huh?
Yep, but in the part you heard, he hadn't become the first sage yet. There's more to the story. His piety and wisdom were acknowledged by the Dendro Archon, and she finally gave her blessing to him.
To zawsze wina rudej.
Spectacular scenes appeared in front of the first sage, as if all the knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right before him. He
Jaka
was
kamera.
captivated.
Stanley Kubrick, mówię wam.
After who knows how long,
Dobra,
he
Gro,
mastered
wypuść mnie,
all the
błagam.
knowledge he could comprehend.
Wypuść mnie z tej pętli.
Afterward, he said to the
Bo
Dendro
ta ilość
Archon,
fabuły mnie po
I miss
prostu
my
pożera.
parents, my wife and my children. I've been away from home for far too long. They must be worried. The Dendro Archon smiled. The next second, the sage found himself lying in his bed, as if he had just woken up from a dream. His wife lying next to him said, "You're off to search for the Dendro Archon today, aren't you? Have a safe journey, my love." In the end, the first sage took care of many disasters in Sumeru City and founded the Academia. What a happy ending.
So, the first sage was dreaming ever since the beginning of the story? He never went on his journey?
Yes, but his faith and determination were conveyed to the Dendro Archon, so she blessed him in the form of a dream.
Paimon understands where you're coming from now. That's a really interesting connection. But
I see. Well, it just so happens that today's Sub-Zero's festival is almost over too. Since we're in a dream, let's make this final dance of Sub-Zero's as beautiful as we can.
Kamerą więcej ruszają? Super. Potrzeba ile? 5 lat, żeby się nauczyć? Dobrze. Nice.
The wait is over, everyone. I dedicate this to our god, the dance of Sub-Zero's.
I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilou's dance.
Traveler. Oh, Paimon feels like she's been asleep for the longest time. Paimon's head feels super heavy. Did we oversleep? Do you even remember going to sleep last night? Paimon thinks it was after the Sub-Zero's festival. The Sub-Zero's festival! Have we finally escaped from the Sub-Zero Samsara? Quick! Take off your Akasha terminal! She's not in her room. What happened? Huh? What usual spot?
O! Nawet ex-ptaka chwaliła Piotrki. Nawet ona. Dzięki, Tomek. Doceniam.
Well done, Traveler and Paimon. And thank you, Dunyarzad, for organizing the Sub-Zero's festival for me.
I'm sorry, who are... Oh, a Traveler, Paimon. I have something amazing to tell you. I just had a dream, and I saw Nilu performing the dance of Sub-Zeros.
Widać woli Piotrki od Mateuszy. Ajajaj. Nice. Jak tam quest? Kurwa, jeszcze nie jestem wolny. Zgredek chcę skarpetę.
You're actually Nahida, aren't you? Paimon felt like Catherine was acting weird when we met at the Sub-Zero's festival. And Dunyarzad, did you save her?
It's a really long story. We shouldn't disturb her. Her consciousness is still weakened.
Jaki weekend?
Let's chat somewhere else. How about by the Traveler's favorite bench?
Ja pierdzielę. To trwa już 2,5 godziny. Czy was głowa boli? Kurwa, jak ta gra nie szanuje czasu. Jesus. Jest fajny zabieg, ale ja pierdziu, naprawdę. Aż tak długo. To mógł być mail.
Let's talk about Dunyarzad first. It's such a relief that she's all right.
After we parted on the last day of the Sub-Zero's festival, I left the city and saw what the Traveler had described. Among the countless dreams, I found one that was growing fainter and fainter. This proved my suspicion. Once Dunyarzad could no longer bear
Jaki
the
6-godzinny quest z rzutkiewką?
her consciousness began to dissipate. But this also meant it escaped the Akasha's
W 2,5 godziny prawie byśmy skończyli Fort Solis, które jest na 3,5. Całą grę. To jest jeden akt całego rozdziału.
Both will gradually fade until they completely disappear. I used all the power I had to keep her dying dream alive as long as possible. But it still wouldn't have lasted for much longer if it hadn't been for you two breaking the samsara.
So it looks like we did manage to save Dunyarzad.
Huh? Why are you two smiling so happily? I thought you'd be so moved that you'd start crying. I need to spend more time observing human and
Both are fine.
all right. You two must have a lot of other questions for me,
Nie
right?
mam pytań, spierdalaj.
I hope my answers were satisfactory.
Tak.
Suckers of to be honest, maintaining Dunyarzad's fading dream took a lot of mental And you don't need to worry too much about the sage's activities for now. The Akasha won't be able to
Go and get some sleep.
What a relief.
Traveler? Paimon? What?
Maybe you...
I see. Huh.
We've spent quite some time in Sumeru City, but ever since we last said goodbye to Lesser Lord Kusanali, we haven't heard anything from her.
Nie! Skończył się, zgredek jest wolny. Ja pierdzielę. Ale to było wycieńczające. What the fuck? Dobra, czekaj. Commissions doprowadzę. Och, tą kamerą się bawią, naprawdę.
Ad Astra Avisask.
Hi, Catherine. Do you...
Commission. Oh! And if possible...
Huh? What kind of commission is that?
I see. In that case, please go to...
Hey, that's not any better.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the commissioner? Well, actually, I just wanted to see the two of you in action.
Was it so obvious? I was hoping you would actually take one of those commissions. That kind of chance to observe humans doesn't come by often.
Ah, so it's Nahida. Paimon just... So it's been you this...
Yes. I've been sleeping ever since we parted ways. And I even had a really... It was
Prawda, fabuła jest dobra.
I also got to sit...
You know, Nahida,
Mhm.
maybe your dream is how the
Czyli tak już tak trochę podsumowując, to bardzo fajna zagrywka z tymi bipami, z tym przechodzeniem między rozdziałami, cofaniem kolejnego dnia. Ale ja chcę oddać moje commissions.
So our first...
Jest! Dobra. Nie ma odwrotu. Jest odwrót. Dobrze. Dobrze, znasz tę komendę, nie? Pip! Dobrze. To się odpaliłem w ogóle. Big picture. Dobra, zasilanie.
One client, two clients, three clients.
Dobra, to był wycieńczający rozdział, ale fajnie, że to mamy. Sam pomysł na ten rozdział był mega fajny, ale kurde, to nie powinno trwać 2,5 godziny, to jest za dużo. Jestem mega zmęczony tym. No mam nadzieję, że kolejne będą dynamiczniejsze, bo to jest naprawdę średniawka.pl. Ta misja mogła być mailem, nie? To co, do jutra FNAF Time? Na pewno będziemy grać w Cyberpunka. Chciałbym wrócić do Alana i FNAF, kurde, no chociaż z pół godziny pograć. Ale nie będę kłamał, ciężko mi jest się do tego zebrać. Bo naprawdę ta gra mnie przeraża, strasznie mnie przeraża. Przez to, że ja muszę być taki skupiony i to jest straszne. Wiesz, że tam było kilka questów? No rozumiem, no ale wciąż strasznie długie. Dobrze, dziękuję bardzo, trzymajcie się, cześć.